following is a presentation of Baldwin Sports Live, your home for the Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Baldwin State Bank, Heartland Plumbing, Family Medicine of Baldwin City, Morningstar Care Homes, Trindle Lumber Company, State Farm Agent Cody Anno, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Rice Precision Manufacturing, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, Elite Chiropractic, the Lumberyard Arts Center, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. This is Baldwin Sports Live.
Good evening from Paola High School, where the Baldwin Bulldogs tonight open up their 2021 basketball season against the Paola Panthers. A doubleheader of hoops on tap for you this evening. Starting out with our girls game, where the Bulldogs will look to start the season off with a road victory over a ranked opponent. That's right, the Paola girls begin the year ranked number 6 in the KBCA 4A preseason rankings. Just a 7-win team a year ago, but expectations high for this year's team that returns their top player from a year ago in Kate Ediger, and a couple of juniors return as well in Maggie Kauk and Ava Kale. Provide a pretty solid nucleus for this year's Paola girls, which again start the year ranked number 6 in the KBCA 4A polls. The Baldwin girls, meanwhile, come off of an 11-10 season last year, and they also bring back a lot of talent, led by first-team All-Leaguer and honorable mention All-Stater senior Riley Smith, who led the Bulldogs in both scoring and assists last year. Smith primed for a big senior season. We're looking for a big night out of her and a big night in, night out of her for the Bulldogs. She'll be accompanied by junior guard Carly Neufeld, who's also looking to take another big step forward this year after leading the Bulldogs last year in three-point shooting as a sophomore, and now entering her junior season. Look for her to be a big-time scorer for this Baldwin team as well. Recent history has favored Baldwin in this matchup, as the Bulldogs have won 5 straight and 7 of the last 8 over Paola. Tonight they'll look to keep that streak going as they open up this new season. Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight is the boys game. It's a wide open race this year in the Frontier League after the top of the league basically had a mass exodus of talent due to graduation from this past season. So perhaps a standings shakeup is in order for this season. One of the teams hoping to make a jump up the league ladder is the Baldwin Bulldogs, who finished just 2-19 last year. The Bulldogs will look to senior Cole Mahaffey and juniors Caleb Carr and Sam Darnell to help lead the way for them this year, hoping on a big improvement from last year's results. They get a nice test here in Paola tonight in their season openers. They take on a Panthers team that lost a key group of seniors from a year ago, but have a big-time player back from that 8-win squad, a 6'6" senior Trey Mwala, who averaged over 17 points per game last year. He's the front man for a squad that has 9 seniors on their roster, but many of those, other than Mwala, stepping into much larger roles this season. So much like the girls matchup, the boys has been one-sided recently as well. However, it's been the flip side. It's been the Panthers who have won 11 of the last 12 matchups with Baldwin. So we're glad to have you on board here tonight for this doubleheader of hoops as we open up the 2021 high school basketball season with a Frontier League battle between the Baldwin Bulldogs and the Paola Panthers. This is Baldwin Sports Live pregame show. We'll dive into the matchup for our girls game. Coming up next, you're watching the home of the Baldwin Bulldogs, Baldwin Sports Live.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered, to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back to the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show. On the road tonight to open up the 2021-2022 hoop season as Baldwin visits the Paola Panthers for this ball game this evening. Let's take a look at our matchup here with our girls game set to get us underway tonight. We'll start with a look at the Paola Panthers, a 7-win team from a year ago, and the expectations much higher this time around. They get a preseason number 6 ranking by the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association. Jamie Butler has 3 starters back from last year's team. It starts with Kate Ediger, who was honorable mention All-Frontier League last year as a junior, and the 5'8" senior this year is looking to lead the way for this Panthers team. She averaged 11 points per game last year, and she'll play a little bit of inside and outside, primarily going to work down in that mid-post and back to the basket down in the block area. She's an excellent free throw shooter as well, so that's not you can't bail yourself out defensively by fouling her and putting her on the line, because she will hurt you there as well. Ava Kale and Maggie Kauk, the other 2 leading players coming back from last year's team. They were the top 2 rebounders for last year's team. They are both juniors this year, so as underclassmen last year, both had successful seasons as starters as sophomores. Now as juniors, they will obviously remain in that starting role and look to take on a little bit more of the scoring role as well. That duo combined to pull down 11 rebounds a game last year. They combined to score 9 points per game. They're going to need more than that out of those 2 scoring-wise if this team is to reach the potential of that top 6 ranking in the preseason coaches poll. It's not a very deep roster for Paola, or at least what they list on their varsity roster. They only have 8 girls listed on their varsity roster. Now, there are, it looks like 10 of them suited up for this varsity game. So a couple of the underclassmen that they've got out there suited up, but Coach Butler didn't list them in the varsity roster that she sent us prior to this ball game. So we'll see if depth plays a factor at all. It is the first game out of the year. See where that conditioning level is for this team, and perhaps foul trouble always plays a factor. And if they have to try to go a little deeper, Baldwin probably not all that deep either. When you look at their roster, they bring back a couple of starters from last year, and Carly Neufeld and Riley Smith. Also, Isabel Harvey back as a returning starter. So both teams with 3 starters returning for this season. Smith, she is the certainly the one to watch. The honorable mention All-State player last year for the Bulldogs. 16-3 in her career are the Bulldogs when she has fewer than 4 turnovers. I bring that number up because that's one of the things that Bob Martin mentioned with this team this year. They're going to be fast. They're going to be able to hopefully be successful in transition. They're not going to be very big, which neither is Paola, so that's a good matchup. But the thing they have to do is they have to cut back on the turnovers, Coach Martin said. And when Smith in her career so far has taken care of the basketball, and it's certainly not just Smith. I just highlight her because she is certainly the star when you look at the accolades on this team. And when she takes care of the ball, this team does awfully well. So between her and Carly Neufeld, the 2 that we expect to see carry the majority of the load, especially early this season for the Bulldogs, when those 2 can take care of the basketball, this team is going to surprise some teams maybe, as they had 4 more wins than Paola last year, but yet didn't get near the preseason love and basically bring back the same type of talent in terms of the depth of talent that they bring back. So I think Baldwin is primed to make a statement here on opening night and to take it on a ranked team on the road. in the league. I feel like this is a good opportunity for this Baldwin girls team to kind of make an early season statement and say, hey, you got to pay attention to us this year as well. So Smith and Neufeld, those are the two to keep your eye on for Baldwin. Neufeld, of course, is the outside threat. Smith as well. Both will shoot the three-pointer. Neufeld last year had 3 games with 3 or more three-pointers. And when she scores, the team does quite well. 10-4 in her 2 years with the program when she scores double digits. And I would expect her to probably average double digits this year. Last year averaged 9 points a game as a sophomore. And I would be shocked if she is not a double-digit per-night scorer for this Baldwin team. They're going to need her to be, along with Riley Smith. I mentioned Isabel Harvey as another returning starter for this team. And a couple of the other names that we'll see throughout, Marin Frost, Carly Toot, Alyssa Reichert is only a sophomore, but they've had positive feeling about what they've seen from her so far in the preseason tune-ups. And last year played 16 games as a freshman, but expect her to take on a bigger role. In fact, probably going to see her start in this season opener for this team as well. So we're excited to get this new season underway. I'm sure the teams are as well, as they have got those preseason practices all in the books, and now a chance to put those skills to the test for real now as we tip off the season here tonight in Paola. It's the Bulldogs and the Panthers coming up here on Baldwin Sports Live. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll be close to getting you those starting lineups and the opening tip just moments away as well. You're watching the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show here on Baldwin Sports Live.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Welcome back to the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show. We're just moments away from getting this season opener underway for the Baldwin Bulldogs and the Paola Panthers. Let's take a look at the Bulldogs starting lineup for this season opener. Carly Neufeld, a 5'7" junior. She'll run number 2 in the purple for the Bulldogs tonight. Look for her to be the scoring threat from beyond the arc. Averaged 9 points along with 3 boards and 1.5 assists last year with a team-high 30 3-pointers. Alyssa Reichert, a 5'10" sophomore, number 12 for the Bulldogs. 16 games as a freshman last year, 2 points, 1.5 rebounds per game. Carly Toot, a 5'6" junior, number 14, averaged 2 points, 2.5 rebounds last year. Isabel Harvey, a 5'9" senior, number 21, a returning starter, who averaged 4 points and 4 rebounds the season ago. And Riley Smith is a 5'8" senior, the honorable mention All-State player last year for the Bulldogs, who averaged 12.5 points, 3 assists, both team highs, along with 3.5 rebounds and 2 steals per game for Smith. The head coach is Bob Martin. He's assisted by Eric Toot and Kara Lee, And for the Paola Panthers tonight, here's our projected starting lineup. They haven't announced it yet. I'm projecting it to be Maggie Kalk, a 5'9 junior, number 13, averaged 5 points, 5 boards last year. Kate Ediger, 5'8 senior, honorable mention all-league last year, averaged 11 points per night. Anna Phillips, a 5'7 senior, number 23. Ava Kale, a 5'10 junior, number 25, who led the team in rebounding last year. And Mackenzie Cool, a 5'8 senior, number 35. So we'll take a timeout, come back, and tip this one off right after this. You've been watching the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show on Baldwin Sports Live.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient to caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back inside Paola High School as the starting lineups are finishing up here. One change, the Paola lineup, I missed it by one. Emerson Smith will start for the Panthers and not Phillips. But that's, other than that, it is as we called it. Now it is time for tonight's opening tip. And, of course, the opening tip-off is brought to you by Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Tomorrow morning is Breakfast with Santa, all-you-can-eat pancakes and pictures with Santa, presented by Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Just $6 per person. Walk-ups are welcome for Breakfast with Santa tomorrow morning, December 4th, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Intermediate Center in Baldwin. Visit baldwinrec.org for more upcoming events and information from Baldwin City Recreation Commission. But don't miss out on your chance to get two great things. Sit on Santa's lap and eat pancakes. What more could you ask for on a Saturday morning? All right, let's do it. Here we go. Opening tip is tossed to the air, and it is controlled by Paola as the 2021 basketball season is underway. Kicked out of bounds by Baldwin, and Paola will maintain possession here. Baldwin on the road to open up the year. They'll be back home on Tuesday to host Anderson County in their home opener. And ball blocked out of bounds by Isabel Harvey, one of the three returning starters for Baldwin. It's Harvey and number 21, Neufeld, number 2 with the long sleeves on, and then Riley Smith, the other returning starter, who is up at the top of the key. Defensively here as Baldwin opens up. And a man-to-man defensively. Inside goes Paola to Cool. That won't fall for her. And rebounded by Harvey as the Bulldogs get a opening possession stop. So Smith will control it for Baldwin, their first offensive possession. And the Harvey pass a little bit too high for Reichert and off Alyssa's hand out of bounds. A turnover sends it back over to Paola. Some full court pressure. Bob Martin said he wants his group to play fast this year for Baldwin. And some full court pressure to open up against this Panther team. Paola, they will be at home for their first 5 games of the year. They only have one road game before the Christmas break, and that's not until the 17th against Ottawa. And that ball knocked out of bounds again by the Baldwin defense, who has been tough inside early on. Still no score as we are just underway in the opening quarter of this season opener. What a tough time finding an inbound. Does eventually get to Ediger. Her shot misses off the glass, and it's rebounded by Neufeld. Traveling violation on Baldwin. They have already turned it over twice now on their first 2 possessions of the ball game. Still no score, nearly a minute into the opening quarter. Kalk brings it up the floor for Paola, gets all the way in for a layup, but it misses. Spins in and out, rebounded by Reichard. A lid on the hoop early on for Paola, as they've had 3 legitimate opportunities to score, but nothing has come from it. Now Smith fires up a 3 on the right wing, boarded by Pitzer for Paola. So Baldwin finally gets a shot up after turning it over their first 2 possessions. And both teams still trying to break the ice on the scoreboard here. Open on the right wing, Emerson Smith off the front rim on the 3, and a lot of contact on that rebound attempt. That will be a foul charge to Kate Ediger, her first and the team's first. That is the star player on the returners for the Panthers, Kate Ediger, but they are not a deep team. Much like Baldwin, not very deep. Can't afford for their top players to get into foul trouble. And the first on Ediger with 6:44 left to play in the opening quarter. Still no score. Harvey on the high post, looking for the backdoor cut to Toot, and it's another Baldwin turnover. So 3 of them early on for Baldwin. That's one of the big things that Bob Martin told me they have to be better at this year, is taking care of the basketball, not turning it over, but already 3 of them in the early going. Fortunately, they have not dug any type of a hole, as Paola has been unable to score despite several good looks. First charge foul against Baldwin is given to Carly Toot, her first, team's first, with 6:21 left to play in the first quarter. Still no score. Kalk with the inbound. Baldwin remains at the man-to-man inside. They go back to Kalk. Another good look for Paola. This time they capitalize. 2-0 Paola lead with 6:10 to play in the opening quarter. Smith dribbles right into a 3 for the top of the key, but it's short. And back it goes to Paola, as Ava Kale will check in now for the Panthers. And Kale replaces Mackenzie Kuhl with 6:04 left to play in the first quarter. A 2-0 lead for Paola. Lone bucket coming from Maggie Kalk, and that ball through the hands and off of the nose of Emerson Smith as Paola turns it over for the first time. Six minutes left to play in this opening quarter. Baldwin still looking to get on the board. Smith on the drive and kick. Around it goes to Neufeld. Carly trapped to the corner. Long bounce pass across to Smith. Good look for Riley just outside the paint. Offensive board, Reichard. Putback is off the mark, but a foul on Paola's Ava Kale will put Alyssa Reichard at the free throw line. Reichard to the stripe for the Bulldogs, trying to put the first points on the board here in this 2021 season for Baldwin. Only a sophomore, but high expectations for Reichard this year after playing 16 games as a freshman last year, and she does put the first point up on the board for the Bulldogs. Ella Foster has checked in for Paola. 5'4" junior enters for Emerson Smith. Second foul shot from the lefty Reichard. Rattles out, rebounded by Foster, just entered the game. So 2-1, Paola the 1-point lead. Slow start offensively both ways. Ediger from the corner. Bit strong on a 3-pointer. Got it back though, and the second chance puck will go for Kate Ediger. Taking advantage of an offensive rebound to make it 4-1 Paola. Reichard is right at the point. Drops a 3. There you go, Alyssa Reichard with all 4 for the Bulldogs, and the sophomore making an early impact for Baldwin as she has tied this game at 4 apiece. Ediger, little shot fake, lost it on the drive. Fortunate bounce, comes right back out to Foster, who sends it up top of the key to Kalk, and she is fouled by Smith, who lost her footing coming in to defend it. And Riley Smith picks up her first personal foul, the Baldwin team's second, with 4:59 to play in the opening quarter. Game tied up at 4, but at the line is Maggie Kalk with 3 free throws coming her way to try to retake the lead for Paola, but the first one rattles out. Second free throw on the way, and that one also rattles out. So the third chance now for Calc. And that one does go. So Maggie Calc gets 1 of 3. Baldwin avoids giving up a lot there, fouling the three-point shooter. A cardinal sin of defense, but get away with it in a sense as they trail just by 1. Reichert inside on the pass by Harvey. She's fouled by Ava Kale, and that is now 2 on Kale. The team's leading rebounder last year for Paola, who averaged 6 boards a game, is likely headed to the bench now with 2 fouls and 4:49 left to play in the first quarter. It puts Alyssa Reichert back at the free throw line for Baldwin. She was 1 of 2 at the line earlier in the quarter. And knocks down another one. So Kale does head to the bench. Back in comes Mackenzie Cool with 4:49 to go in the quarter. Reichert perfect on those 2 freebies. She has all 6 for Baldwin as the Bulldogs lead for the first time tonight at 6-5. It does not last long though as Kate Ediger gets 2 right back. That pressure and the press defense by Baldwin cost them there. They're able to break the press and get the easy points. And how about another 3 from Alyssa Reichert? Well, Coach Martin said expectations were high for Reichert this year. I'm not sure he meant score every point for the team, but that's what she's done so far. And now the Bulldog defense this time with the press does force the turnover. Neufeld off the turnover, gets the lay-in to go, and Carly Neufeld extends the lead to 4 for the Bulldogs at 11-7. First bucket of the year for Neufeld, who averaged 9 a game last year, was the 3rd leading scorer on the team behind Riley Smith and the now graduated Jenna Harvey. There's a drive and a foul, and that will put Ella Foster at the free throw line. It looked like Reichert was the guilty party. We'll get the call here from the officials, and it is actually going to be called on Carly Toot, and that is her 2nd. So Foster at the line for 2 shots. Baldwin goes to their bench for the first time this evening. Marin Frost, 5'4" junior, checks in, and Emma Kate Lang also enters. Frost last year a regular off the bench, averaged 3.5 points per game for the Bulldogs. Lang played in 7 games a year ago as a sophomore. Here's the second foul shot, and Ella Foster knocks them both down. 11-9 lead midway through the first quarter for the Baldwin Bulldogs. A slow start offensively for Baldwin, who turned it over on their first 2 possessions of the game, but they have settled in that category, and now Neufeld has the last 5 for the Bulldogs as she got the layup off the turnover and now drains the 3, something she did 30 times last year in 21 ball games, led the team with 30 made threes, and her first of what will be many this year makes it 14-9, and 3 coming right back the other way from Kate Ediger. 14-12, Baldwin's lead is 2. Harvey on the baseline drive, can't get that to roll through for her. Rebound is controlled by Maggie Calc. 2-point lead for Baldwin on the road against the number 6 ranked team to open up the year in the KBCA 4A polls. Anna Phillips is in there now for Paola, 23 and white, gives it off to Smith, and Smith with some contact still able to finish. I checked that, not Smith, it's Foster who makes that bucket, and it's tied at 14. Frost from the corner, off the top of the backboard, but follows her shot, gets the rebound, and a second chance opportunity for Baldwin. Smith tees up a 3, way short. Phillips the rebound for Paola. Down to the floor, tied up and ripped away from her by Lang, and then Neufeld got a chance at it on a rip away there, but nothing comes of that. Cool eventually clears it for Paola. 2:20 to go in the first quarter, tied up at 14. Foster guarded tightly by Neufeld. Now Calc tripped to the floor, and a foul called on Emma Kate Lang of Baldwin. First foul on Lang, and the 4th Baldwin foul. Emerson Smith has checked back in for Paola. She replaces Maggie Calc. 2:12 left to play in the quarter. Cool Trying to force one inside to Ediger, knocked away by Harvey. It does stay with Paola. Cool inbounds. Into Ediger, triple teamed on that inbound play. Still able to get the shot up, draws the foul. And Kate Ediger will head to the free throw line. A good free throw shooter, shot it at 80% last year. Carly Neufeld gets charged with the foul. It was kind of a taking pick there. There are 3 Bulldogs there defending. So here's Ediger at the line. 7 early points for Ediger. Picked up an early foul, but has played clean since, and now with 8 points to lead the way for Paola. 1 of 2 at the line, rebounded by Harvey for Baldwin. Frost again from the corner, and for the second time sends one off the top of the backboard. Offensive board from Harvey, put back does not go. They're going to get another chance, though, after a Smith offensive board. But after 3 looks, Kate Ediger eventually clears it for Paola. 1 point lead for Paola with 1:35 left to play in the first quarter. Ediger unable to get it on the pick and roll. Now they try to fire one in on a backdoor cut to her, and I believe they're going to call a jump ball. They do. So Harvey there to tie it up with Ediger. The jump ball will send it over to Baldwin. Alyssa Reichert back in for the Bulldogs, and boy, has she had a great start to this season opener. 9 points and a couple of rebounds already for the sophomore Alyssa Reichert. She's back in there for Baldwin. Maddie Pitzer has come on for Paola again. And now Neufeld again for 3. So Carly Neufeld has knocked down her second triple. 3 games last year, she had 3 or more. Her career high is 4. She's halfway there in the first quarter. Travel called on Foster. Give it back over to Baldwin as the Bulldogs lead 17-15 with just over a minute to go in the first quarter. And Smith brings it up. It's so far yet to score, but a couple of assists for Riley Smith. Baldwin leads by 2. Reichert and Neufeld have done the heavy lifting offensively with all 17 for Baldwin. Smith's corner 3 misses. Lang with the offensive board, and then a tie up in the middle of the paint. This will send it back over to Paola. Full court pressure by Baldwin with 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Well, back and forth quarter it's been, but Baldwin, after falling into an early hole, struggling to even get a shot up their first several possessions, has got it going now with between Reichert, who's got 9, and Neufeld, who has 8 for the Bulldogs. 30 seconds left in the quarter. A deflection out of bounds by Smith. It leaves Paola now with 28 seconds left to play in the quarter. Pitzer with the ball in the inbound, now to Kauk. Gets around Reichert all the way to the block and scores. With 18 seconds left to play in the quarter, and the official at the baseline thought that Bob Martin was calling for a timeout. He was hollering out to his girls to set up this final possession, and so inadvertent whistle. They put it into play, and here we go with the final 10 seconds of this first quarter. Baldwin and Paola tied up at 17 all. Smith, isolation, kicks into the corner to Lang on the drive, floats it up short, rebounded by Cool, and that will end the first quarter. All square after 1. You're watching Baldwin Bulldog basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Codiano, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
$17-all as we start the second quarter here in Paola tonight. Season opener for the Baldwin Bulldogs on the road, and so far dead even through one. Reichert, who has 9 to lead the way, skips it across to Riley Smith. Carly Neufeld with 8, the only other player that has scored. Neufeld starts this quarter on the bench as that ball is nearly turned over as Ediger got a hand on it but could not control it. So in for the first time for Baldwin is Bailey Smith, a 5'3" sophomore there, number 32. And she's out there with Riley Smith, Marion Frost, who has it now, and Reichert, who's now got it on the block, and Isabel Harvey out here on the near wing. That's Reichert going to work inside. Already a career high, 11 points from the sophomore Alyssa Reichert. Had one game last year. She scored in double figures with 10 points, 11 in the first half, almost the first quarter of this season opener here in her sophomore season, and it's 19-17 Baldwin. Smith drives baseline out to Ediger. Lines up a 3 off the near side rim to her. Loose ball and can't tie up between Frost and Cool. This one will stay with Paola. So Ediger, who took that 3, has 8 points right now to lead the way for Paola. Ella Foster with 4. Their second leading scorer. Check that, Maggie Kalk with 5. Their second leading scorer so far. This is Pitzer, who finds Smith, who throws it out of bounds. There's nobody there in the corner where she thought they were going to be. That's 6 turnovers now on Paola. 2 more than Baldwin. It's been a pretty even ball game so far, as the score would suggest. 19-17, Baldwin by 2 with the ball. Riley Smith now still yet to score in this game. A couple of assists and a rebound so far for their first team all-leaguer last year. Only a matter of time before the lid comes off the cup for Riley. Harvey, good move to her left, but can't finish it. Cool rebounds for Paola. Still a 2-point lead for Baldwin. Good pressure defense by Smith, but then reached in one too many times. And now Riley has picked up her second. That is 6 team fouls on Baldwin. And back into the game comes Carly Neufeld and Carly Toot. Toot now with 2 fouls as well, so we'll see if she can play clean. Smith to the bench with 2. Marion Frost also checks out. Long inbound into Ediger, who had the defender pinned, and then Ediger able to score from the right block. A double-digit first half for Ediger with 10, and it's tied up at 19. Bailey Smith on the drive and kick. Nice setup for Toot. Good look at a 3. Rattles out and rebounded by Paola's Maddie Pitzer. Nice drive and kick, though, by the sophomore Smith. Gave Toot a great look, just couldn't capitalize. Now Ediger finds Kalk top of the key. Way off the mark with that 3, but Foster on the offensive board for Paola. The Panthers another chance with the basketball here. Ediger cut off of the baseline, deflected by Smith, and Bailey tracks it down out near midcourt. Good hustle, good hands by Smith. Over to Neufeld, who's hit from downtown twice already. Into the corner, Toot all alone again. Another good look for Carly, but off the back iron. Rebound by Kalk, and quickly she brings it back the other way for Paola. Wraps the pass around to Foster, who stepped on the baseline and turns it over. Missed chance in transition for Paola. 5:09 to go in the first half. Score tied at 19. Neufeld brings it up for the Bulldogs. Over to Harvey. Arm bar called on Pitzer. That is her first. It was the fourth team foul against the Panthers. Neufeld to inbound. Smith again with a driving kick, sets up Carly Neufeld in the corner, splashes in a three. 11 first half points for Carly Neufeld as she has knocked down 3 triples already for the Bulldogs. And Baldwin leads 22-19. Neufeld last year as a sophomore and as a freshman combined for 14 career games in double figures, and she might go 14 for 14 in double figures to start this year. That's the kind of role she'll have offensively for this team, and she has looked the part early on. Timeout taken by Paola, 22-19. Baldwin a 3-point lead with 4:36 left to play in the first half on Baldwin Sports Live.
Farm insurance agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
(22-19) lead for the Baldwin Bulldogs on the road tonight, taking on Frontier League foe Paola, who starts the year ranked number 6 in the 4A girls rankings by the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association. And a back and forth first half right now. Big difference is the 3-point shooting for the Bulldogs right now has been much better than Paola. The Panthers have 1 3-pointer so far. Baldwin has knocked down 5 threes already, 3 of them from Neufeld and 2 of them from Alyssa Reichert. They each have 11 points in this first half. All 22 for the Bulldogs have come from that duo of Reichert and Neufeld. Foul committed by Baldwin after the Toot miss, rebounded by Kauk, and that will put Paola in the bonus. The foul is charged to Carly Toot, and that is her 3rd. So Riley Smith has jumped up the scorer's table, and she will check back in. Smith has 2 fouls. So Riley going to have to play smart basketball in this final 4:19 of a half. Does not want to pick up a 3rd before halftime. Anna Phillips has returned for Paola. 1-1 at the line for Kauk. Just 4 of 8 now at the free throw line are the Panthers. Baldwin with the ball up by 3. Reichert working on the block. They don't get it in there. Neufeld calling for it over there on the right wing. Deep 3 by Carly, was feeling it. That one could have just as easily gone in as missed, but it spins out. An offensive rebound keeps the possession alive. And another miss for Riley Smith, who's had a tough offensive first half in regards to scoring. She has the couple of assists already, but still yet to score. Averaged 12.5 to lead the scoring for Baldwin last year. It is a 3-point Baldwin lead, and oh man, they had a gift turnover right there for them. After Kauk comes to the basket, and Pitzer bounced it right to Isabel Harvey, but almost surprised Harvey that the ball came right to her and ended up out of bounds off of Harvey's hand. Emma Kate Lang checks back in, replacing Reichert for Baldwin. Pitzer is replaced by Ediger for Paola. 3:38 to go in the half. A 3-point Baldwin lead. This game was tied at the end of the first quarter. Paola has scored just 2 points in this second quarter. Baldwin hasn't been a whole lot better, just 5 for the Bulldogs, but a low-scoring second quarter. 3 turnovers in this quarter for Paola. A block shot there. Actually, no. It looked like Harvey blocked that shot, but they're going to say that Phillips just left it short and out of bounds. Well, Baldwin takes over. Pitzer checks back in, replacing Kauk for Paola. And 3:20 to go in the half. Baldwin leads it by 3 with the ball. Neufeld finds Harvey at the high post. Works its way back around to Neufeld. Trying to shake off Pitzer. 3 minutes left to play now in the half. Smith. Oh, I was going to say a good screen set by Harvey, but apparently not in the eyes of the official. An illegal screen called on Isabel Harvey. And that is her first. Team's 8th, but team control, so no free throws for Paola. As Marin Frost checks back in, and she replaces Bailey Smith for Baldwin. Stays a 3-point lead for Baldwin. They force Pitzer to pick it up in the backcourt. Across the timeline, now backdoor cut to Foster, trips to the floor, and she is called for the travel. Baldwin takes over once again with 2:40 left to play in the half, leading 22-19. Coming up, we'll run down all the first half stats for you on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show in just a few minutes. Pass deflected away, but now numbers for Baldwin after the gamble by Smith. Neufeld drives, leaves it off the glass, but does not get the roll. Tie up, down to the floor goes Smith. Everybody looks to be okay. And the jump ball is called. This will stay with Baldwin. So another chance for the Bulldogs. Riley Smith to inbound. Lang out to Neufeld, lines up for 3. And a 4th 3 of the first half for Carly Neufeld. A 14-point first half, just one shy of a career high already for Carly Neufeld. And it's a 6-point lead for Baldwin. A quick stop, laying the rebound, but then turns it over on the outlet. Ediger open in the corner, got the 3 to go. That's 13 for Ediger. Big, much-needed 3 for Paola after they had just 2 points so far in the quarter. Smith missed, got her own rebound, sets up a 3 by Neufeld, who was trying to track down her own rebound as well, but before she could do so, a foul is called, and I think they got Riley Smith for this one. If so, that would be her 3rd. And it is on Smith, so that is not good news for the Bulldogs. Riley Smith has picked up her 3rd, and that is now 2 starters for Baldwin with 3 fouls in the first half. Both Toot and Smith have 3. Bailey Smith will replace Riley Smith, who is certainly going to be done for the rest of this first half, and may even have to sit a little bit to start the second half. Run into the 1-and-1 is missed, but Baldwin unable to keep Ediger off the glass. An offensive rebound after the missed free throw, and Kate Ediger with the stick back and a chance to add insult to the offensive board and put back with a 3-point opportunity coming at the free throw line. The second foul charged to Emma Kate Lang. Reichert replaces Lang after that foul. So here's Ediger, 1 for 2 at the line in this one. Rattles that free throw in and has tied this game back up at 25 all. A 16-point first half from Kate Ediger. Reichert on the block, travels and turns it over with 1:34 left to play in the half. It is tied at 17 after 1. And now with 90 seconds to go until halftime, we are still tied. 25 all this time around. Cool out to Ediger. And Kate Ediger continues her huge first half. They want to start reconsidering about helping off of Ediger, who knocks down a 3rd 3-pointer. She has 19 in the first half. And it's back to a 3-point Paola lead. Reichert with Ediger contesting. May have gotten a piece of that 3-point attempt. Count the rebound, and back comes Paola with under a minute to go in the half. Pitzer over the head of Cool, turns it over. Back in comes Ella Foster for Paola. 28-25 Paola. 19 points in the first half from Kate Ediger. Was honorable mention all-league last year. If they're going to reach their preseason expectations, he's probably going to look more like a first-team all-league player this season, and she has certainly looked that in the first half of this ball game. Hand check foul called on Paola. It's charged to Maggie Kalk, her first and the team's fifth. Anna Phillips checks back in, replaces Ediger. So Neufeld to inbound for Baldwin. The Bulldogs trail by 3. Frost on the inbound. Catch and shoot 3 from the corner. Phillips rebounds the miss. Baldwin still has not had anybody score other than Neufeld or Reichert. Airballed 3 by Foster. A putback missed. A third chance now, and they turn it over instead of getting that third chance. And then Phillips compounds the troubles with a foul to the backcourt. Fortunately for her, it's only the team's 6th, so it does not put the Bulldogs at the free throw line yet. But the next one will, albeit with just 20 seconds left in the half. Baldwin down by 3. They are looking like they're content to take the final shot of this half. Neufeld, 14 points, has the ball in her possession, drives, scoops, and scores. A career high 16 points in this first half for Carly Neufeld, but it's the Paola Panthers who lead by 1 after one half of play. 28-27, Paola on top of Baldwin. Coming up next, it's the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show right here on Baldwin Sports Live.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face to face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Welcome into the halftime show, brought to you by your Farm Bureau Financial Services agent in Baldwin City, Kelly Neufeld. There to help you protect what matters most. That's Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting and see how Kelly and his team can help you achieve your financial goals, both present and future. We are halfway through this season opener tonight for the Baldwin Bulldogs on the road against the 6th-ranked Paola Panthers in the preseason 4A polls on the girls' side. And nearly right where we were when we started, almost even, but a 1-point lead for Paola. This game was tied at the end of the first quarter at 17-all. And then Baldwin led the majority of the second quarter. They held Paola to just 2 points through the first 5 minutes of the second quarter. But then in the last couple of minutes, Paola was able to outscore Baldwin 9-2 over the final 2.5 minutes of that second quarter. And it has given the Paola Panthers now a 1-point lead at the break after outscoring Baldwin 11-10 in the second quarter. 28-27 is our halftime score here in Paola tonight. The Bulldogs opening up on the road, and then they will be back home on Tuesday of this next week to host Anderson County. They'll then be back on the road a week from tonight to take on Burlington before they close out the pre-Christmas part of their schedule with back-to-back home games then in their third week of their season when they host Lewisburg on the 14th and Spring Hill on the 17th of December prior to the Christmas break. So 3 of their 5 before the break at home, but a good chance to open up the year with a road game against a Frontier League foe, and through one half of basketball, it's been a pretty good ball game, 28-27. Paola with a 1-point lead on top of Baldwin. We'll check the first half numbers for you when we come back here on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Paola with a 1-point lead on Baldwin at the break.
When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health.
A 28-27 lead for Paola on top of Baldwin at the half. Halftime show is presented by Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. More than just insurance coverage, Farm Bureau is there to assist in your insurance, investment, and wealth management needs. Go see Kelly and the team in downtown Baldwin City to sit down and discuss your financial well-being and how Farm Bureau Financial Services can help. First half numbers for you. Paola with a +5 rebounding margin so far, 18-13 edge for the Panthers. 5 assists on 10 made field goals for the Panthers and 3 3-pointers. They've gone 5 of 10 from the free throw line. Baldwin, 6 assists on their 10 field goals, 6 3-pointers, and just 3 of 4 shooting at the free throw line. So not nearly as many attempts, but certainly a better percentage there at the line for Baldwin. Paola being led by Kate Ediger with 19 first half points for the senior. She has done a little bit of everything. Scored inside, scored outside. She's made all 3 of the 3-pointers for Paola. 3 rebounds as well for Ediger. And a very strong first half from Kate Ediger, who did pick up an early personal foul in the first quarter, but played clean after that. So no foul trouble there, just the one. Ella Foster with 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists as well from Foster. Maggie Kauk with 5 points to go along with a team-high tying 4 rebounds. Mackenzie Kuhl also tied for the team high with 4 rebounds in that first half. Ediger and Phillips each with 3 boards. Maddie Pitzer and Ella Foster with a pair of assists each to lead the way for the Panthers. For the Baldwin Bulldogs, only 2 girls scored in that first half, led by Carly Neufeld, who set a career high already. 16 points in the first half for Neufeld. Her career high last year was 15, but she has surpassed that in one half of basketball here in her junior season after averaging 9 a game last year and having a career high of 4 3-pointers in a game and 15 points. She has matched that in threes with already 4 of them and set a new career best with 16 first half points. Alyssa Reichard, also a career best, scoring half for her. 11 first-half points from Reichard. As a freshman last year, she had one game in double figures with 10, and she has already surpassed that through one half here in her sophomore season. But those are the only two girls that have scored for Baldwin. 16 from Neufeld, 11 from Reichard. Riley Smith, their honorable mention All-State guard last year, who averaged 12.5 points, did not score in the first half. She did have 2 assists, which is the team high in that first half, but she also has 3 fouls. So we'll see if she starts the second half, and if she does, she is certainly going to have to play clean basketball and can ill afford for her to head to the bench. Even though she hasn't scored yet in this game, you get the feeling they're going to need her to score at some point tonight, and certainly if she's not going to score, you want her out there running the offense. Carly Toot also with 3 first-half fouls, another starter for the Bulldogs. Leading rebounder was Isabel Harvey, 4 first-half boards for Harvey, 2 apiece from Emma Kate Lang, Alyssa Reichard, and Riley Smith. 28-27, it's the Paola Panthers by 1 on top of the Baldwin Bulldogs at the half. You've been watching the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Third quarter starts right after this on Baldwin Sports Live.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes. Offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance, and a low 5-to-1 patient-to-caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back inside Paola High School as we start the second half here tonight, 28-27. Paola with the basketball and the lead to get this second half of the season opener underway. Paola turned it over 11 times in the first half. Baldwin had 7 turnovers in that first half, so we'll see if either side kind of gets their legs under them in this second half, kind of finds their way and avoids those turnovers. That ball ends up out of bounds after the missed shot by Ediger off of Cool, and Baldwin will take over possession. A back and forth first half, and Baldwin trailing by 1. Hopefully won't take long to get that lead back. Frost missed it short. Rebounded by Frost. Now Reichard leans into one from just inside of the foul line and banks that one home. So another bucket for Alyssa Reichard. I might have said Frost. There was Frost in the rebound that set up Reichard. And Reichard now has 13 points. She and Neufeld have done all the scoring. There's another Paola turnover with a travel. But a 1-point lead for Baldwin on the road against a preseason top 10 opponent in Paola. Smith is out there to start this second half. Riley with 3 first-half fouls. Must play clean basketball here in this third quarter. Got to get her through the third without picking up a fourth. Neufeld off the screen by Reichard. Pulls up off the dribble and drills a 15-footer. Excellent job there by Neufeld. Coming around that screen, was controlled, put herself right in a position to make that jumper. Didn't come out of control around that screen. Very well done. And it's given Baldwin a 3-point lead on what was Neufeld's 18th point of the ball game. Jump ball is called. That will send it to Baldwin. I'm not sure that there really was a jump ball there, but it was one of those kind of 50-50, take your guess at who it went out on. So they go with the jump ball, and Baldwin the beneficiary of the possession arrow. So Baldwin with the ball, the 3-point lead, and nearly a 6-point lead, but Frost's three rims in and out. Pitzer the rebound for Paola. Timeout taken by Paola. Just a 30-second timeout used by the Panthers with 6:07 left to play in the third quarter now, and it's a 31-28 lead for the Baldwin Bulldogs on top of the Paola Panthers on the road here this evening. Baldwin Sports Live brought to you in part by Rice Precision Manufacturing in Baldwin City, a fast-growing, family-owned company that specializes in CNC machining and the fabrication of parts, components, and assemblies for a wide range of industries. Email the sales team at sales@riceprecision.com to get more information on how they might be able to assist you in any of your manufacturing project needs. 31-28 lead for Baldwin with 6:07 left to play in the third quarter. Paola led by one at the break as they lob inside to Cool. Riker, good defense on her. Back out it comes to Emerson Smith. Strong with the 3-point try, but another offensive rebound for Paola. Pitzer's putback rattles in. First bucket of the game for Maddie Pitzer, and it's a 1-point Baldwin lead now at 31-30. Baldwin has struggled a little bit on the glass in this game. They've given up more second chance opportunities than they would care to allow as Harvey's three misses and Pitzer the rebound. Baldwin continues to get good looks down on the offensive side, but unless it's Reichert or Neufeld, it just doesn't drop. Good back pick by Ediger, frees up count for an easy deuce. And the lead goes back to Paola at 32-31. And a deflection and a steal by Cool. Layup is good on the other end, her first 2 points. And it's 34-31 Paola, and now it's time for Bob Martin to take a timeout. So now Bob Martin will use his first 30-second timeout after the big run by Paola coming out of their timeout. And it makes it a 34-31 lead for the Panthers. With time at the end of one, led by one at the end of two, and now after trailing by as many as three, lead by 3. Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce wants to remind you that the Festival of Lights is this weekend, a full day of fun in downtown Baldwin, culminating with the Festival of Lights Parade at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. The mayor's tree lighting, caroling, pictures with Santa, and a fireworks display cap off the night during the annual Baldwin City Festival of Lights tomorrow night, and for that matter, all day long, really, in downtown Baldwin. But the parade and the lighting of the mayor's tree and all that happening tomorrow evening starting around 6 o'clock in downtown Baldwin. 34-31, Paola with a 3-point lead coming out of the timeout. Let's see how Baldwin responds. Stays with Baldwin. It's knocked out by Paola. And Baldwin will be back home for their home opener next Tuesday night, hosting Anderson County. We'll have it for you right here on Baldwin Sports Live. Smith, not a rhythm three there after a couple of jabs, eventually hoisted it up there, but does not come away with the bucket. Instead of turnover after the Harvey offensive board. 3-point lead for Paola with the basketball. Again, they go with that back pick up top. It sets up Pitzer for another 2. And another 3-point opportunity for Paola. The foul is on Isabel Harvey, her second. Carly Toot checks back in, replaces Maren Frost. Toot has 3, so she and Smith both out on the floor with 3 fouls right now. This is Maddie Pitzer at the free throw line. Unable to complete a 3-point play, but they may get more after the offensive rebound by Cool. Knocked out of bounds by Baldwin. It stays with Paola, but yet again, an offensive rebound for Paola. They've had way too many of those in this ball game. So another timeout is taken. This one is taken by Paola. We'll break with them with 4:10 left to play in the third quarter. You're watching Baldwin basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
(36-31), Paola with a 5-point lead. They were down 3 at 31-28, but an 8-0 run coming out of the last timeout taken by Jamie Butler, the Paola head coach. And now they have used another timeout in this third quarter. 3 timeouts spent so far in the game, 2 of them in this third quarter by Paola. So they have just 2 remaining in the game. Baldwin still with 4 after Bob Martin used 1 earlier in this quarter. So it's a 5-point lead for Paola. Foster on the drive, and the rebound to Reichard. Baldwin needs a bucket. Trying to end this 8-0 run by Paola. Neufeld, a contested 3 off the front iron. A long rebound, ends up out of bounds over to Paola. Bob Martin telling Carly Neufeld there, take a shot fake and drive. Neufeld's been such a threat from outside, and you saw the way that Ediger contested that shot. Little head bob, a shot fake would have given her a wide open lane to the bucket, as Ediger had only one thought in mind, that was to block that shot. There's a shot fake from Neufeld, gets the defender Foster to run past her, and Carly Neufeld with 20 points here in the season opener for the Bulldogs. Ends an 8-0 run by Paola, but Baldwin still trails by 3 at 36-33. A little more than 3 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Foster up top to Kalk. Goes left around Harvey. Bounces it out to Pitzer. Now a cut to the basket from Ediger. Draws the foul on Reichard. And 2 shots coming up for Kate Ediger. That foul is the first on Alyssa Reichard. Second team foul of the third quarter of the second half for Baldwin. Ediger with 2 shots coming up. She is 2 out of 3 so far at the free throw line. 19 points in this game. But still yet to score in the second half after that miss. Phillips, Kale, and Smith all check back in for Paola. Bailey Smith back in for Baldwin. Ediger splits the free throws. She has 20 now to match Carly Neufeld of Baldwin for the game's leading scorer. It's a 4-point lead for Paola. Neufeld, nice drive around the top of the key. The scoop won't go though. And Ava Kale with a rebound for Paola. Smith, nice feed into Kale, but missed it from close range. Reichard clears it for Baldwin. And the Baldwin Bulldogs sitting here with 2:14 left to play in the third quarter. They've now turned it over 10 times with that one, but they are still yet to have anybody score other than Neufeld and Reichard. Neufeld has 20, Reichard has 13, and now Reichard helps force the turnover. Smith bounce past to Toot, who gets hammered by Kale. That's 3 fouls on Ava Kale, and will send Carly Toot to the free throw line. So a great opportunity here for Toot to end that only 2 players have scored mark for Baldwin. Toot, only a 47% free throw shooter last year, does step up and knock down the first one. So it takes until the 2:07 mark in the third quarter before the Bulldogs get their third score in the books. Kauk back in for Kale, who exits with her third foul. And good job there by Toot. Steps up, knocks down both free throws, makes it a 2-point game with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Skip pass across to Smith. Nobody was there to guard her, and she takes advantage of a wide open look. 40-35 Panthers after the three by Smith, her first basket of the game. Edgar gambles, now Toot a chance to drive. Kicks out to Smith. She goes right at the defender, Kauk. Forced the miss, Phillips the rebound, and back comes Paola up by 5 with a minute and a half to go in the quarter. All the way to the cup, splitting defenders. Maggie Kauk lays it in for 9 points on the night and a 7-point Paola lead, their largest of the game. Toot up top to Riker. The lefty lines up the three and drills it. Riker with 16. It's back to a 4-point game. They run a trap at Pitzer. Gets rid of it quickly to Phillips. Back up top to Smith. And a travel that time as Emerson Smith, who has just knocked down the three, makes the wise decision to go with the shot fake and the drive. Unfortunately, didn't get the ball put down in time before lifting up the pivot foot. So 42-38, Paola by 4 with just under a minute to go in the third quarter. Foster back in, replacing Pitzer for Paola. Baldwin led by 3 earlier in this third. Now down by 4 after trailing by as many as 7. Two getting hit multiple times, and eventually the foul is called. It is on Kate Ediger. That's her second. It's also the team's second with 47 seconds left in the quarter. Kale to check back in. I'll make that Cool, who checks back in, replaces Ediger. 4-point lead for Paola. Baldwin with the ball. Toot trying to inbound, does get it into Bailey Smith. Now Riley Smith, short with a 3, rebounded by Emerson Smith. Outlet up to Foster, one-on-one with Neufeld. Carly does a good job keeping her from the basket. Now Smith on the angle, drives, gives it up to Cool, who lays it in. 6-point lead with under a half minute to go in the quarter for Paola. Down to 14 seconds. Smith takes a look up at the clock, now backs away with 10. Riker chases her out to the top of the key. 6 seconds. Smith out to Bailey Smith with 4. Down to 3. Back over to Riley. Puts up a 3 at the buzzer and drains it for Baldwin. First basket of the game for Riley Smith is a 3 at the buzzer to end the quarter. 44-41. Baldwin trails by 3 as we go to the 4th here on Baldwin Sports Live.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Codiano, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Just underway, fourth quarter, 44-41. Paola with a 3-point lead to start this final period after a big three for Baldwin from Riley Smith to close the third quarter. Her first basket of the game, and Neufeld picks up a foul there as she comes down on the arm of Kate Ediger. That is 2 on Carly Neufeld, the third against the Bulldogs, and back to the line goes Kate Ediger. She is 3 for 5 at the free throw line of the ball game. 20 points, leading the way for Paola. She has matched Carly Neufeld as the game's top scorer tonight. Unfortunately for Baldwin, Paola has struggled at the line tonight, just 6 of 14 for the Panthers. Paola has attempted 8 more free throws than Baldwin, but has made just 1 more. Now 2 more as Ediger does knock down the second one. 45-41 Paola. Good shot fake by Toot and draws the contact on the drive. That will be on Kuhl, her first, and the third on Paola. A pretty good collision there between Toot and Kuhl. And Kuhl will take a moment to try to catch breath again. Kind of got hit right in the side, it looked like. He's in fact going to come out of the game, and Ella Foster checks in for her. So a couple of free throws now for Carly Toot. She is 2 for 2 at the line. The only player to score other than Reichert and Neufeld for the longest time before that three-pointer by Smith at the buzzer of the third quarter. And Toot, after shooting just 47% last year at the free throw line, has gone 4 for 4 in this ball game. And the Bulldogs are 7 out of 8 at the line now, compared to 7 of 15 for Paola. Isabel Harvey checks back in, replaces Bailey Smith. 7.5 minutes to go in this ball game. Opening night for these two teams. It's been a close back and forth battle all the way. Paola currently up by 2. Knocked out of bounds, last off of the knee of Ediger, and it's a turnover, the 16th of the night for Paola. It will give Baldwin a chance to tie or perhaps take the lead here in this final period. Smith at the point for the Bulldogs. Lang ends up on the floor after a collision, but we play on. Neufeld drives, gives to Harvey in the corner. Up top it goes to Smith. Back to Neufeld, and that three-point attempt was hit by Pitzer. She got a piece of the ball, forced it to come up well short and off the mark. Kauk tracks it down for the Panthers. Inside they go to Ediger on the left block. Neufeld did a good job just staying straight up there, didn't get greedy and reach in, and Carly Toot rebounds the miss. Good job of playing defense, just being in the way and not trying to do too much. Kauk that time with a block shot, got a piece of the attempt by Lang, and Maggie Kauk kept it herself coast to coast for the 2. 11 points on the night for Kauk, the second player into double figures for the Panthers, who lead by 4. Deflected out by Emerson Smith. It stays with Baldwin. Alyssa Reichert checks back in. Reichert has had a great season opener in her sophomore campaign. 16 points in this one for Reichert, a career high. Averaged just under 2 points per game last year as a freshman, played in 16 of their 21 games. They really liked what they saw, the growth from Reichert leading up to the preseason practices, and she has certainly shown that in this one. And now she gets an assist as she dishes that ball out to Riley Smith for 3, and Baldwin pulls back within 1. Bulldogs have now knocked down 9 threes in this game. Ediger inside this time draws the foul. It looked like Baldwin once again stayed pretty straight up defensively, but foul is called nonetheless, and it is charged to Riley Smith. That is her 4th. So we said she needed to play clean in the third quarter. She did just that, but now has picked up her 4th foul with 5:51 to go. Bob Martin over on the sideline talking with Riley as Ediger steps up to the line and knocks down the first of her 2 foul shots. And it looks like Bob Martin will roll the dice and keep Smith on the floor with still 5:51 to play with the 4 fouls. A couple of free throws good from Ediger, and it's 49-46 Paola. And Baldwin would like a timeout. With 5:46 left to play in this 4th quarter, it's a 30-second timeout taken by the Baldwin Bulldogs. Once again, Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you in part by Rice Precision Manufacturing. If you're looking for a great job with a growing family-owned company, and right there in Baldwin City, look no further than Rice Precision Manufacturing. They're actively looking to fill positions for skilled CNC machinists and CNC operators. Excellent pay, competitive benefits packages, with a climate-controlled work environment and a friendly support staff that's dedicated to the betterment of their employees. Contact jobs at riceprecision.com to set up an interview today. 5:46 left to play in the contest. 49-46 Paola. They have led by as many as 7 in this second half, but it's been a close game throughout. And before the Bulldogs can inbound, the official stops play, and they will do it over again. Riley Smith remains in. She has 4 fouls. She is down there in the corner on the far side for Baldwin. Neufeld has been the star along with Reichert tonight, but now turns it over. An intercepted pass leads to an uncontested layup for Maddie Pitzer, and it's 51-46 Paola. Smith on the drive on the left side, draws the foul. A late reach in by Pitzer. Made the contact with Riley Smith, so 2 shots upcoming for Riley. The second foul on Pitzer, 4th team foul on Paola. All 7 of the points for Smith have come in this second half. Anna Phillips checks in, replacing Emerson Smith for Paola. And the free throw line continues to be a friend of the Bulldogs. They are 9 of 10 at the free throw line in this game, but still trail by 3, 51-48. Kalk puts it on the floor. Into the corner it goes to Foster. Baseline drive, floater airballed, rebounded by Reichert. There's the stop Baldwin needed to kind of close the gap and perhaps even it back up, or at least get it to 1. Neufeld takes it all the way herself and lays it in. 22 points in the game for Carly Neufeld, and it's 51-50. Baldwin back within 1. Phillips guarded tightly by Harvey. Cut off of the baseline. Needs some help. And before a 5-second violation, Jamie Butler takes a timeout. We'll take a break with 4:28 to play. And a tight one in Paola, 51-50. Panthers by 1 here on Baldwin Sports Live.
Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient to caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
(51-50). Paola on top of Baldwin. Paola has the basketball as we come out of a timeout. But the Panthers left with just 1 timeout the rest of the way. Baldwin still has 3 timeouts at their disposal. So see if that plays a factor at all down the stretch in what's been a very tight game throughout, and right now a 1-point game with 4:28 to go. Possession arrow favors the Bulldogs right now. Neither team in foul trouble as a team, just 14 fouls both ways. Inside pass to Pitzer. Got rid of it before she fell to the floor. Now Phillips on the drive, runs into the Baldwin defender, Riley Smith, and a blocking foul is called, and that will foul out Riley Smith with 4:20 to go. Tough way to foul out of the ball game. Looked like a pretty good defensive play by Smith. She appeared, from my vantage point, to be in a pretty good position there and was pretty stable, but it's called against Smith. She fouls out with 4:20 to go, and Bailey Smith will come in for her. 8 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists tonight for Smith. And now on the bench, as that first free throw misses, it is a 2-shot foul, or at least it should be. Can't not be because they aren't in the bonus otherwise. Second free throw rattles in. First point of the game for Anna Phillips. But it's a costly one as it fouled out Riley Smith. Well, Baldwin without their first team all-leaguer and down 2 in the final minutes of this one. That ball knocked out by Paola. Paola crowd arguing that that ball never touched a Panther. It went straight off of Neufeld, but the call goes to the Bulldogs. Neufeld inbounds to Reichard. Leans into one, it's rejected by Pitzer. Knocked right free again by Neufeld, and then a foul committed by Paola. A good quick hand there by Carly Neufeld. And a foul is charged to Paola's Anna Phillips, her second, and the team's 5th. Inbounded up to Harvey. 4 minutes left to play. Reichard fouled by Count, and that puts Alyssa Reichard at the free throw line for Baldwin. Down by 2 with 3:58 to go. Three for 4 at the line of the game is Reichard, but misses on the front end of the 2-shot foul. Ava Kale back on for Paola, replaces Phillips. Reichard goes 0 for 2. Ediger the rebound. Stays a 2-point lead for Paola with 3:50 to play. Backdoor cut on a give and go after the pick and roll out of the Ediger. And in traffic, Kate Ediger finishes for 25 points in the contest. And it's a 4-point lead for Paola. Reichard thought about the 3, now drives, kicks to Harvey in the corner. Steps into a mid-range jumper and splashes it home. First bucket for Harvey. 54-52. Dude out there defending Ediger. And another timeout taken by Paola. So the Panthers will burn their final timeout with 3:04 left to play in the contest. Paola leading 54-52. And actually, okay, so they have changed. Now looking up the scores table, they have changed one of the timeouts that was charged earlier to Paola, and they have switched it to Baldwin. So let's update that timeout total for you. And Paola is now left with 1, and it's Baldwin who is left with 2. So that's the official timeout total there for you now. Baldwin has 2 remaining, Paola with 1 remaining. The possession arrow favors Baldwin. The Bulldogs will be in the 1-and-1 bonus on the next Paola foul. And Baldwin still has 1 foul to give with 3:04 to play. First game out of the year, and all those little situations you've been working on, all those close game situations, they're all happening here on opening night. Carly Toot ends up kind of just wrong place, wrong time right there, but it will cost her her 4th foul, and now the Bulldogs no longer have a foul to give, as both teams will be in the bonus from here on out. 2:48 to go. Neufeld tried to gamble on a steal. It leads to numbers, but Foster can't get it past Reichert. And then Neufeld comes back to recover and get the steal. Lost out of bounds by Toot. Turned back over to Paola. With 2:31 to go, a golden opportunity by the wayside there for Baldwin after they had a transition chance, but cannot capitalize, and they remain down by 2. Full court pressure, as we've seen from most of the evening by Baldwin. Press broken by Paola. They've done a good job against it all night long, and Kate Ediger with 27 points to lead all scorers after that lay-in makes it 56-52 Paola. Swinging around to Neufeld. Going baseline. Reverse layup is good from Carly Neufeld. 24 on the night from Neufeld. Timeout Baldwin with 2 minutes even to go. And it's 56-54. Baldwin continues to stay right there, but have not been able to get over the hump yet in this fourth quarter. We're back in a moment here on Baldwin Sports Live.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Two minutes left to play in the fourth quarter, and it's the Paola Panthers on top of the Baldwin Bulldogs, 56-54. Reset of the game for you here. Both teams, one timeout remaining. Both teams in the 1-and-1 bonus. Possession arrow favors Baldwin. The Bulldogs are without Riley Smith, who fouled out of this game with 4:20 to play. Carly Neufeld, 24 points to lead the way for the Bulldogs. 27 for Kate Ediger to lead the way for Paola. And Isabel Harvey forced the turnover. Harvey with a deflection, and it's kicked out by Couch. Great defensive play by Isabel Harvey. The senior returning starter comes up with a big defensive play for the Bulldogs. Now can they capitalize on offense? Down by 2. Neufeld will be the inbounder. With 1:58 to go. Into Toot. Harvey ended up on the floor, and a push is called on Ediger, and that will put Isabel Harvey at the free throw line. So Kate Ediger with a dead ball foul, her third, and the 17th foul. 1-and-1 coming up for Isabel Harvey. 65% at the line last year. These will be her first two. Well, maybe I'm foreshadowing, but it'll be at least her first attempt, and it will be only the one attempt. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1, rebounded by Kuhl. And another turnover. It's Harvey once again with a steal. The pass deflected out by Pitzer. It saves 2 points for the Paola defense, and it will force Baldwin to once again execute in the half court. Neufeld inbounds. Toot comes across, gets it in the corner. Good shot fake. And then pulls up mid-range. Two-pointer missed. Count did a great job boxing out Isabel Harvey with a rebound. Neufeld knocks it away from Count. 1:30 left to play. And a timeout taken by Paola. And now that is the final timeout for the Panthers. 1:32 to go, 56-54, Paola by 2 here on Baldwin Sports Live.
Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
A minute 32 left to play in this fourth quarter. A back and forth close game throughout. Neither team has led by more than 7 points in this game. It's been a great season opener for these teams. A lot of learning situations throughout this game. A great season opener for the fans, both here in Paola and those of you watching with us right here on Baldwin Sports Live. 1:32 to go. Paola with the ball up by 2 as the Panthers inbound to the front court. And they do throw it away. Neufeld tracks it down. The 20th turnover of the game by Paola. A big turnover and a chance now for Baldwin with under 90 seconds to go to tie or perhaps take the lead. Neufeld on the drive, kicks to Smith. Extra pass to Toot, open on the wing, but missed it off right iron. A fight for the rebound. Out of bounds, last touched by Baldwin. It went off of Neufeld last. And Paola gets it back with 1:12 to go, and they still have their 2-point lead intact. Cool out. Smith in for Paola. Full court pressure by the Bulldogs. They have forced 20 turnovers in this game. Do they have another one in them? They almost did, out of bounds. It's loose. Harvey dives onto the floor, a jump ball. It'll be the 21st turnover for Paola, and the Bulldogs get possession back with 1 minute to play. 1 minute left. Baldwin with the ball, down by 2. The Bulldogs do have 1 timeout remaining. Final minute. Neufeld with the ball in her hands. A screen from Reichert. Neufeld steps back for 3 in the lead off the heel. Foster the long rebound in the corner, and Paola gets it back with 44 seconds to go and the lead, and they turn it over. The outlet pass thrown out of bounds. An unforced turnover there by Paola gives it back to Baldwin with 41 seconds to go, and the Bulldogs continue to cling to life here. Every time Paola's had a chance to open up a little separation, they can't do it. And the Bulldogs with another possession to try to tie or take a lead. Neufeld on the drive, shoots from in the middle of the paint, but missed it off front iron. Rebounded by Kauk, and a foul committed in the backcourt with 20 seconds to go. Carly Toot commits the foul. That is her 5th. So she is the second Bulldog to now foul out of this game with now 20 seconds to go. And a 1-and-1 opportunity coming up for Maggie Kauk. Now this game long from over still, with a 1-and-1 for Kauk and 20 seconds to go. Marin Frost checks in to replace the fouled out Carly Toot. Kauk at the line, a 1 for 4 in the game. 1-and-1. Baldwin's got to get a box out on these rebounders and get the board on a miss. It is a miss, but it's tapped to Ediger, and he puts it in. Pitzer tapped it to Ediger, who scores to make it a 4-point game with 13 seconds to go. Baldwin has to go quick now. Reichert with 8 seconds, got to get a shot up. Smith down to 6 seconds. Kicks to Frost with 4 seconds. The 3 misses. Loose ball in the paint, tied up with less than a second to go, and Paola is going to survive here in their home in their season opener. Inbound, and that's the ball game. 58-54. The 6th-ranked Paola Panthers survive an opening night scare from the visiting Baldwin Bulldogs. 29 points from Kate Ediger to lead the way for the Paola Panthers. And after missing the front end of a 1-and-1, an offensive rebound and a putback seals the deal for Paola. 58-54 your final. We'll take a timeout, come back, and wrap things up on the girls' game after this, and then get you all set for Game 2 of our doubleheader. The boys' game still to come. You're watching Baldwin Bulldog basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Welcome into the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show for game number 1 of the night, a 58-54 final. The Paola Panthers survived the season opener to defeat the Baldwin Bulldogs by 4, a game that was close throughout, and Paola able to get one final bucket that they needed on a missed free throw, offensive rebound put back by Kate Ediger, or tapped the offensive rebound to Ediger, who put it in. 2 of her 29 points in the game to lead the way for the Paola Panthers, who shot just 10 of 20 at the free throw line, and that nearly cost them as they had a chance to put it away with free throws. Turns out they didn't need the free throws because they were better by getting the board and the putback, but that's how it ended tonight. A 2-point game turned to 4, and the Bulldogs unable to score on the other end, and they were going to need obviously a couple of buckets at that point. So Kate Ediger with 29 points to lead the way for the Paola Panthers tonight. 11 from Maggie Kauk, the 2 into double figures for Paola. Ella Foster with 4. Emerson Smith had 3. Maddie Pitzer with 1 from Anna Phillips, and 4 from Mackenzie Kuehl as they win this one 58-54. Their leading rebounder in the game was Maggie Kauk, who had 8 boards to go along with her 11 points. 6 rebounds from Kuehl, 6 as well from Maddie Pitzer, and 5 from Anna Phillips. Leading the way assist-wise was Foster and Smith, who each had 2. Pitzer as well with 2 assists for Paola. Meanwhile, for the Baldwin Bulldogs, huge night from Carly Neufeld. 24 points, a new career high for the junior guard, who knocked down 4 threes, matching a career high with the 4 3-point total for her. But the 24 points not enough here on opening night. Also a career high 16 points from sophomore Alyssa Reichard, who pulled down a career high matching 5 rebounds as well. So big games from both Neufeld and Reichard. Riley Smith, 8 points in this game. It was a tough opening night for the first-team All-Leaguer last year. She ended up fouling out of the game with 4:20 to play. Ends the night with 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Isabel Harvey and Alyssa Reichard matched the team high with 5 rebounds apiece. And leading the team in assists was Riley Smith tonight with 2. But the Bulldogs fall by 4 on the road in their season opener, 58-54, the final. As the Bulldogs start 0-1, the Panthers start 1-0. Paola will be back home next week to host their home tournament with Perry LeCompton on Tuesday. And for the Bulldogs, they will be home for their home opener, hosting Anderson County next Tuesday night right here on Baldwin Sports Live. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we will flip the page over to Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight. as Baldwin and Paola in our boys game. That comes your way next. Again, your final in the girls game tonight. Paola 58, Baldwin at 54 here on Baldwin Sports Live.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient-to-caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health. Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back inside Paola High School as we get set for game 2 of our doubleheader tonight. The boys game set to take place here at Paola High School on the season opener for these two teams. The girls game again, a final 58-54 Paola over Baldwin. And now into our boys contest in what is a wide open Frontier League this year. The top teams from a year ago, Tonganoxie and Lewisburg and Piper, all lost a lot of talent from their squads. So it is pretty much there for the taking for anybody who wants to step up and take charge this year in the league. And both these teams are hoping that they can climb up that standings ladder in the Frontier League. These two finished near the bottom, in fact, the bottom two spots in the league last year, as Paola finished 8-12. Baldwin finished 2-19 last season. Paola does bring back a stud player for them, though. Trey Moala, a 6'6" senior, was first team All-League last year, honorable mention All-State last year. He's really the one piece they have returning. Now, when you look at the roster, it's littered with upperclassmen, 9 seniors, 4 juniors, so you say, oh, experienced group. They must have a lot coming back. But outside of Moala, nobody else averaged more than 3 points per game. Even though they are a veteran group by age, they are not necessarily a veteran group by the roles they're going to be asked to play this season. For Ryan Oshel, who's the first-year head coach of the Paola Panthers, they are going to be having to replace the secondary guy to, I shouldn't say secondary, the complimentary guy to Trey Moala last year and Bo Robinson. It was really any night one of those guys would be the stud, and when you have two guys that can routinely put 20 points up on the board on any given night, it makes it tough for defenses to defend you. You got 2 hot hands potentially you have to try to take away. Well, Robinson no longer here. He graduated. Garrett Williams gone. Fletcher Audi gone. Brock Pitzer gone. All guys that played significant roles for this Paola team last year. So Moala is the guy this year. Averaged 17 a game last year. Somebody's going to find that role and step up and kind of be the complementary piece to Moala this year, but it may take them a few games to kind of figure out who that guy is going to be. So I expect to see Moala heavily featured in this opener tonight against Baldwin, who will have their task or have their work cut out for him with that task of trying to shut down Moala, who can do it inside and outside. He can shoot it from the outside. He can certainly go inside and play with his back to the bucket as well at 6'6". So we'll see what Paola does to try and compliment Moala here in this one and throughout the season. Meanwhile, for the Bulldogs, they bring back two starters for last year. Cole Mahaffey, a 6'4" senior, and Caleb Carr, their point guard from a year ago, the 5'10" junior. Those two guys will certainly be asked to wear big shoes for this Baldwin team this year. Sam Darnell, the sixth man a year ago, steps into a starting role this year for the Bulldogs. So those three really the only guys that boast any significant experience on the varsity floor. So they will have to carry a heavy load for this team as some of the other younger guys get their feet wet here at the varsity level. But expect Mahaffey and Carr to be the kind of a 1-2 punch for this team early on in the season, especially here on opening night. And this is a team that Don Blanchett, the head coach, wants to see get up and down the floor, be a run-and-gun team, play loose, play fun, and see what happens. And after winning just 2 games a year ago, the Bulldogs are hoping that a few early season victories can kind of set the tone for an improved 2021 season for the Bulldogs. So it's Baldwin and Paola coming up here in the season opener from Paola High School. We'll take a timeout, come back, and run down the starters for you right after this here on Baldwin Sports Live.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Baldwin on the road in Paola tonight to open up the 2021-22 basketball season as we take a look at the starting lineups here in the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show for the Bulldogs. Joey Zimbecki, a 5'8" sophomore, going to move into the starting role this year for the Bulldogs. Played last year as a freshman as well, and we already saw that work out nicely on the girls' side with Alyssa Reichert, who played last year as a freshman, steps into a starting role this year, and she was excellent in the season opener tonight for the Baldwin girls here in Paola. Caleb Carr is the point guard, a 5'10" junior, expecting big things out of him this year. Averaged 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals defensively last year. Cole Mahaffey, 6'4" senior, their leading scorer on this squad at 9 points per game, pulled down 5 rebounds per night as well. Sam Darnell, a 6'4" junior, moves into the starting role this season after being the 6th man of the team a year ago. And Devin Prather, a 5'11" senior, rounds out the starting lineup for Don Blanchett here on opening night for the Baldwin Bulldogs. Over on the other side for the Paola Panthers, their starting lineup here this evening, of course, is centered around Trey Moala, the 6'6" senior, honorable mention All-State last year, first team All-Frontier League, averaged 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game. Aiden Morris, a 5'7" senior, Logan Newkirk, a 6-foot senior, both averaged right around 1 point per game last year. Caden Ramey, a 6'2" senior, 2 points, 2.5 boards per game last year for the Paola Panthers. And rounding out that starting lineup for them is Carson Boehm, who is a 6-foot senior. And starting lineup for first-year head coach Ryan Oshel. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, this one gets started. The opening tip is coming up next. You're watching Baldwin Basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face to face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Welcome back inside Paola High School. We are just about set to get this season opener underway between the Baldwin Bulldogs and the Paola Panthers. These two teams last year met in Baldwin. It was all Paola in that one, 62-34. In the season opener a year ago, the Panthers rolled to that victory, and they have won now 11 of the last 12 over the Bulldogs since the start of the 2014-15 season. Bulldogs' lone win during that stretch of last 12 games came 2 seasons ago in the season opener back on December 6th of 2019, a 50-48 victory in that one for the Baldwin Bulldogs. The starting lineups announced here inside Paola High School for the crowd in attendance for this season opener. And then when they start doing the starting lineups inside here, that means it is time to get this ball game underway as we now get set for tonight's opening tip-off, brought to you by Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Don't miss out on tomorrow's Breakfast with Santa. It's all-you-can-eat pancakes, pictures with Santa. What more could you ask for on a Saturday morning? Presented by Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Just $6 per person. And walk-ups are welcome if you haven't pre-registered for Breakfast with Santa. Don't worry, you can just walk right up to the Intermediate Center tomorrow, pay your $6, get all-you-can-eat pancakes, and have Breakfast with Santa. It's from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Intermediate Center tomorrow morning. Visit baldwinrec.org for upcoming events and more information on all the happenings from Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Well, here we go, the Bulldogs in their road purple jerseys here tonight as they look to pick up a big season opening victory. I mentioned it was Babe in the lineup. The Panthers, not Babe, it's Markham. A 6'5" senior, Caden Markham, rounds out that starting lineup. And this is a big Paola team with Paola at 6'6", Markham at 6'5", Ramey at 6'2", and you've got Dalton Pysick, who's going to be coming in off of the bench at 6'3" as well. They have the size advantage over the Bulldogs, but we'll see if the Bulldogs can play the style that Don Blanchett is hoping for, and that is a quick, up-tempo, run-and-gun team this year. It's going to make a bunch of shots, hopefully. Mahaffey and Moala, center circle. Here we go. Season underway as Paola controls the opening tip. 28-point season opening victory last year over Baldwin for Paola. And Trey Moala had a big hand in that one. And he is going to likely have a big hand in any other success that Paola finds this year. Averaged 17 a game last year. Number 25 in white has it right now on the right wing. working one-on-one with Mahaffey, and that should be a jump ball. There's the whistle. It is a jump ball. That means Baldwin will get it back. So nice job defensively by Mahaffey, and that's sort of a catch-22 you have if you're Baldwin right now. Mahaffey, from a size and athleticism perspective, is the best matchup you have against Moala, but Moala's going to have the ball in his possession so much that you can't afford Mahaffey to get into foul trouble either. So that'll be an interesting matchup here in this game. We'll see how that goes early on. So far, early return is a good start for Mahaffey, making a nice defensive play on him. This is Mahaffey working off a high screen from Prather. Back around it comes Carr. Nice dish as he flipped it underhanded through the paint over to Prather, but then it's fumbled out of bounds and turned over back to Paola. Well, 7:12 left to play as we are just underway in this first quarter. A possession each, a turnover each. And again, Moala controls, gives it up over to the wing. Down to the short corner, it goes to Morris. Top of the key, Ramey. Three-pointer off the heel. Rebound by Zembecki, who takes it peeling the other way. He nearly turned it over, but avoided getting the hand underneath of the ball. Now Mahaffey drives in from the angle in the middle of the paint, hangs and hits. So Baldwin strikes first with 6:40 left to play in the first quarter on a Cole Mahaffey bucket to make it 2-0. Averaged 9 a game last year. Certainly going to need to see that number go up this year, and the Bulldogs as a whole want to look for a little more offense this year as Logan Newkirk buries a three. Answers right back for the Panthers to give them their first lead, and Carr called for the travel on the other side. A couple of Baldwin turnovers in this first quarter. The Bulldogs trail by 1 with 6:20 left to play in the quarter. Moala one-on-one isolated out there with Mahaffey. Ramey out to set the screen. Kicks to Morris. And Morris caught the travel. A little bit of what one side does, the other side does so far, other than Newkirk's basket counted for one more point than the Mahaffey basket. So it's a 3-2 lead right now for Paola. The crossover, Mahaffey drives and lays it in. Spins it in with the English. That's 4 for Mahaffey. And it's back to a 1-point Baldwin lead. Newkirk cut off by Carr. Good job there defensively by the junior guard. Back up top it comes, and Paola has their second three of the game as Caden Markham knocks down the tray. So again, they traded possessions in terms of buckets, but Paola's knocked down 2 threes. Baldwin has scored twice in the paint. Try to go in there again, but it's rejected. Prather unable to get it past Moala. Markham again for 3, a bit strong. And a foul, no, not a foul. I'm going to say it hit the basket support, so out of bounds to Baldwin with 5:04 to play in the opening quarter. A 6-4 Paola lead. Dalton Pysick checks in for the first time. Pysick replaces Ramey. Zembecki, 15-foot pull-up over Pysick strong. Out of bounds to Paola. Baldwin to their bench for the first time. Ian Rimmer checking in. Rimmer, a 5'11 sophomore, into the lineup replacing Devin Prather. 6-4, Paola by 2. Couple of threes for the Panthers. One by Markham, one by Newkirk. Moala yet to score. He'll try to change that with an 18-foot pull-up and does. 8-4 Panthers with 4.5 to play in the quarter. Carr, pull-up 3 off a 1 dribble, rims out. Pysick skies for the board in the center of the paint, and back comes Paola. Pysick on the screen, no look feed. Moala put it right on the money for a cutting Caden Markham. And Caden Markham with 5 early points for the Panthers on a second assist by Moala. And a timeout Baldwin. 10-4 Paola with 4:11 to go in the first. as the Bulldogs are forced to use an early 30-second timeout. Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you in part by Rice Precision Manufacturing. A great employment opportunity awaits right there in Baldwin City. And Rice Precision Manufacturing, family-owned company in Baldwin City and Houston, Texas. Fast-growing company that services many different industries, from food processing to heavy and light industrial, oil and gas, and many more. With state-of-the-art machine tools and a great work environment with excellent pay and competitive benefits, inquire with an email to jobs@riceprecision.com. 10-4 Paola lead. Bulldogs got the first point of the night on a Cole Mahaffey bucket, who has both buckets for Baldwin so far. But now trail by 6. Out of the timeout they go. Here's Darnell once again to Mahaffey in the short corner. Couple of ball fakes. A block shot by Paola denies him. Markham kick to the corner to Morris. Bounce inside, Pysick trying to muscle his way through Darnell, and does. Up and in it goes, 12-4 Paola. Mahaffey on the drive, kicks it back up top to Carr. Caleb works down the left lane line into a triple team. Jumps in the air, finds Zembecki, mid-range jumper rattles off. Paola leads the push up the floor for Paola. Bounce underneath. This is Bame in the game now, who missed from close, and it's off of Pysick. Baldwin gets it back. Devin Prather returns with 3:10 left in the quarter. Newkirk back in for Paola. Hit the opening 3 of the game, did Newkirk for Paola. 12-4, Panthers by 8. 3 minutes and some change left to play in the first quarter. Carr, good job keeping the dribble alive on that sideline, avoiding getting trapped. Long bounce pass inside to Prather, has to contort his body to try to get that shot up and over the defender, but unable to make it. Paola off a screen from Pysick over to Markham. 3 rattled out. Newkirk, an offensive board, but he then stepped on the end line. Stays 12-4 Paola with 2:41 left in the opening quarter. Season opener for both teams. They met in last year's season opener, where the Panthers won 62-34. Their 11th win in the last 12 matchups with Baldwin. Zembecki's pass picked off by Pysick, and back comes Paola. Paola to Newkirk. Loose ball scooped up by Mahaffey. A chance to run for the Bulldogs. Good look, Zembecki, top of the key, knocks down the tray. (12-7) the score with under 2 to play in the quarter. Those are the types of shots that Baldwin has to make in this game especially, and really for any game. But the wide open looks like that. It's an undersized team a little bit in Baldwin that we're going to see against some of the competition, and we've seen that kind of already on the offensive rebounding by Paola. Paola lines up a 3 to answer, but doesn't get it. Rebounded by Carr, and now here they come in transition. Again, these are the moments they've got to capitalize and be good in transition before the defense has a chance to set up. Zembecki again left all alone, and this 3 a bit strong for Joey. Rebounded by Markham on the backside. Good look again, though. Got to take those shots. Keep firing those. 12-7 with 1:13 left in the quarter. Newkirk pulls up just inside of the foul line and drops it. 14-7 lead for Paola. 1 minute left to play in the first quarter. High horn set here as Carr works right. Hesitates around the top of the key, kicks it out, and a foul is called, a blocking foul on Dalton Pysick. That's the first foul for either team in this game. It comes with 49 seconds left in the first quarter. So that brings Joel Feldman into the game for the first time for the Panthers, and returning is Ramey and Morris. And for Baldwin, back in comes Sam Darnell, and in for the first time, 5'5" sophomore Tristan Capel. Carr hanging on the baseline, can't hit the floater. Newkirk collects the rebound for Paola with under 40 seconds to go in the period. Baseline drive by Morris, can't finish. Out of bounds to Baldwin with 33 seconds left in the first.
So tough to get the angle on the baseline drive to hit it off the glass. It's just really tough angle to try to do that off the glass. It's just a tough shot.
Carr off a screen from Darnell, bounced it back into Sam, and he is fouled. That time charged to Joel Feldman. 6'1" senior for Paola, picks up his first. Second team foul charge to Paola with 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Carr works off the angle, falling to the floor, trying to flip it up, but it goes off the bottom side of the rim. Aiden Morris comes away with it for Paola. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Lobbed underneath, Ramey hesitates, draws the foul, and gets the basket. Sam Darnell commits the foul and gives Caden Ramey a three-point opportunity with just 5 seconds left in the quarter. Substitution coming on for Baldwin. Cole Mahaffey back in for Capel. And here's the foul shot for Ramey. Chance to make this a double-digit lead for Paola in the closing seconds of the first quarter, and does. Carr pushes it up with 5 seconds. Pulls up, contested three, drills it. Big shot at the buzzer for Caleb Carr. Cuts the lead to 7 as we go to the second quarter here on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health.
When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
(17-10) Paola lead on top of Baldwin as we start the second quarter tonight in Paola. A Caleb Carr three at the buzzer helped cut the 10-point deficit back down to 7 in that quarter. So one of 2 3-pointers made by the Bulldogs. The Panthers also knocked down a couple of threes in that first quarter. Paola with the 7-point lead with the ball to start the second period. Inside they go to Moala, back again on Mahaffey. Redirects it up top to Morris. High arcing three, left short on the front iron, and Devin Prather collects the rebound while Logan Newkirk fouled him. Third foul against Paola. (17-10), Paola the lead, Baldwin with the basketball. Carr is trapped, finds Zembecki. Inside Prather. Misfires though, got it back. Second chance, rejected by Newkirk. Markham lost it and turns it back over to Baldwin. Get a break there to keep the lead at just 17-10. Carr comes up towards that waiting trap, trying to lure him in. Zembecki gets rid of it before the trap gets there. Carr does a good job going right to the bucket, left it short, got it back. Can he get the second chance? Back to Zembecki. Good look at the right point. Short on that as well. And it's out of bounds. Last touched by Prather. Baldwin's had a couple of nice looks here to start this second quarter, but can't get anything to fall. Still trail by 7. Moala, just the one bucket so far for Trey Moala. Does have a couple of assists though. And Carr is going to be called for a foul here. That's his first, second team foul. Good inbound play there. Gets Moala a wide open look off the feed by Newkirk. 19-10 Panthers. Carr attacks, shuffles to Prather, and he missed it from point blank range again. Another really good look set up by the drive and dish by Carr, but the Bulldogs come up empty. Pull up off the crossover, rattles out for Moala. Loose ball foul, looks like it's against Baldwin. Darnell and Prather were both there. They call it on Devin Prather. That's his first. 13th foul against the Bulldogs. And in for the first time tonight, Ryder Nye, a 5'11" freshman, is checked in replacing Prather. Nye, a freshman, getting his first action here on opening night for the Bulldogs at the varsity level. And a rip by Carr. Took it right away from Newkirk. Caleb all the way to the other end and scores it over top of the wall. Defense to offense from Caleb Carr makes it 19-12. Markham open look, and that was the freshman who was supposed to be there guarding Markham. But Caden takes advantage of the open look and the 2 points. Darnell traveled, yep. He caught it, turned to go to the basket, and didn't realize the defender was right there behind him. And a little shutter step, so that is another turnover for Baldwin, their fourth, as Carson Bain and Dalton Pysick check back in for the Panthers. 21-12, Paola by 9 with the ball. The widest lead of the Panthers so far has been 10. Pysick bounced it into Moala, has it knocked out by Darnell.
There's where the smaller size comes into effect there. They double team the post.
So here is the inbound from Morris. Around the key it comes. They ran a nice inbound play to get Moala an easy 2 last time around. This time Baldwin ready for that. Did not allow the entry pass to Moala. He now comes and gets it top of the key. Work off a Pysick screen. Markham a deep 3. Last touch. Ooh, okay. I thought it was last touch by Pysick, but they're going to say last touch by Baldwin. It'll stay with Paola as Ian Rimmer checks back in.
I thought so too.
Zembecki will check out of the lineup with 5:06 to play in the half. Baldwin trailing 21-12. Price again had to set the screen for Moala. Gets caught underneath the basket and throws it into the waiting arms of Caleb Carr, who leads the break the other way, and that should be a blocking foul. Aiden Morris is called for the block as he was trying to race back defensively. Carr was right on his hip. Good job forcing the issue there by Caleb Carr, and forces the foul on Morris, his first, team's fourth. Baseline inbound for Baldwin. Bulldogs trailing by 9. And now it's going the other way as the Bulldogs are called for an illegal screen on the inbound play. I think they're going to get Darnell. Haven't reported it yet, and now they do. It is on Darnell. That is 2 on Sam Darnell. A 4:46 to go in the first half. 21-12. Paola by 9 with the ball. Bulldogs have had many of opportunities down on the offensive end. This game should be a lot closer, but they have had some missed chances in close range down on their offensive side. Pysick up top to Markham. Stripped by Carr. Looked like it went off of Markham's knee perhaps, but they will rule it last touched by Baldwin, although there may be a change as the official from the other side is going to come in and discuss with the official that made the call, and now they will change it, and it is Baldwin basketball. So last touch by Markham, which is what it looked like initially that I saw as well. So they get the call right. The ball goes to Baldwin with 4:22 to go in the half. Zimbecki has come back on for the Bulldogs, replacing Darnell. They need some points now. Got to take advantage of some of these opportunities down on this side, and instead they turn it over. A steal by Markham, but it's taken right back by Caleb Carr, who averaged 2 steals per game last year, and he has hit that quota and some already in this one. Carr does not even need to distribute there. Keeps it, pops it up for about 6 feet out, and scores. He has 7. Half of the Baldwin offense so far, and the Bulldogs trail by 7. Bame nearly drug the pivot foot there. It's Markham from the corner. 3-point attempt is short, and Prather is fouled by Markham after the rebound. That's team foul number 5 on the Panthers. It's the second, or check that, the first on Markham, with 3:44 left in the half. Newkirk back on for Paola, along with Caden Ramey. Defensively, the Bulldogs keeping themselves in the game with some quick defensive hands. They forced 7 turnovers. Just need somebody to get hot down on the offensive end. 7 from Carr, 4 from Mahaffey so far, and a lone 3 by Zimbecki. This is Rimmer in the corner, but airballs the 3. Carr able to track down the offensive rebound after Newkirk couldn't gather it. Nice job by Caleb Carr. Paola fakes, went left, went right, came back left, ducked underneath the Newkirk, and scores it. 9 now from Caleb Carr, and he's pulled the Bulldogs back within 5. Moala turns the screen down this time, and all the way to the cup with the right hand, lays it in for the Panthers. Under 3 left in the half. Mahaffey cut off on the baseline. Up top it comes to Carr. Catch and shoot 3 on the way, and in and out. Ramey the rebound. Looked good all the way there for Carr. Moala with 2:40 to go in the half. Again goes opposite the screen. This time dishes to a cutting Ramey. Redirects to Pysick. Left it off right iron, and it's put back in on a second chance by Moala. 2:20 to go in the half. 25-16 lead for Paola. Blocking foul charged to Pysick, who tried to catch Carr on the sideline. That is the 6th team foul, and number 2 on Dalton Pysick. Braden Statham will check in for the first time for Baldwin. Also in for the first time now for Paola is Jonas Sanders, who replaces Pysick, who just picked up his 2nd foul. A little more than 2 to go in the half. Zimbecki drive and kick. Carr thought about it, now pulls it down. Trying to work off the dribble, and a blocking foul is called on Newkirk. Oh, nope, they called it on Moala, actually. That's Trey Moala's first, and that puts them over the limit. A 1-and-1 coming up for Caleb Carr. A 9-point first half for the junior point guard, Caleb Carr, who's been a pest to Paola defensively and has been the best offensive weapon for the Bulldogs as well. Aiden Morris checks back in for the Panthers, replacing Newkirk. And they did initially call it on Paola. They changed it to Newkirk. And now Carr steps up to the line and knocks down the first shot. First player into double figures in this game with an even 10 for the Bulldogs now. And he hits them both. 25-18 with 2 minutes to play in the half. Foul on Baldwin. They call it on Mahaffey. That's his first. And the team's fifth. Morris will inbound with 2 minutes to play in the half. Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show coming up. Run down all the numbers for you. Morris travels. 8 first half turnovers for Paola. Baldwin trying to keep it close here before the half. Carr just inside of the foul line, pulls up. Rebound controlled by Mahaffey for Baldwin. So a second chance opportunity with 90 seconds to go in the half. Carr slips it in there to Prather, who then turns it over. Looked like he may be losing his balance. Morris is fouled by Carr on the other side. That's Caleb's second foul now. And it does put Morris at the line for 2 shots. You like the hustle getting back there by Carr and trying to make that play tougher for Morris, but unfortunately you'd rather him not commit that foul. If it were his first, not as big of a deal, but it does save, it looks like, at least 1 point, as Morris misses the first shot. Darnell is back in for Baldwin. Markham returns for Paola. One of 2 at the line for Aiden Morris. It's an 8-point game with 1:15 to go in the half. Quick trigger on a 3 there from Statham, but an offensive board by Zembecki will once again give the Bulldogs a chance. Nice one-handed pass inside of Darnell as Caleb Carr, whether he's scoring or in that case creating the buckets, and now Paola turns it over again. 57 seconds left in the half. Baldwin has the ball down by just 6. For all the missed opportunities the Bulldogs have had on the offensive end, they are staying in this game thanks to some careless turnovers by Paola. Darnell got tripped up as he ends up sliding on the floor and onto the baseline. Tough break there for Baldwin on the pass in by Carr. The defender jumped around Darnell and just tripped him up a little bit. Incidental contact, but it cost the Bulldogs a turnover. See how patient Paola is here with 40 seconds to go in the half, up by 6. Now down to 30 seconds. Markham, runner missed it, collects his own miss, missed again. Moala this time on the, gets the miss and puts it back in. Just can't give a team 3 opportunities from in the paint. Blocking foul against Paola will put Carr back at the free throw line with 10 seconds left in the half. That is the second on Morris, and another 1-and-1 for Caleb Carr. Bame returns for the Panthers. Carr knocked down a pair of free throws on his last trip to the stripe. Prather also checks back in for Baldwin. Front into the 1-1 for Carr. Carr hits them both. He will check out. Cannot afford for him to pick up a silly third foul here in the final 10 seconds. So back in comes Ian Rimmer. 28-22. Paola brings it up with under 10 to go in the half. One-on-one with Mahaffey. Defers it down low to Bain, who gets tripped up and fouled with 1 second left in the half. It'll put Bain at the line for 2. It's the second foul on Devin Prather. One of 2, and we have reached the half. 29-22. Paola by 7 over top of the Baldwin Bulldogs through one half of basketball here on opening night in Paola. Coming up next, it's the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show on Baldwin Sports Live.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes. Offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient-to-caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Trendle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trendle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Halftime in Paola tonight, season opener for the Baldwin Bulldogs and the Paola Panthers, and it's a 29-22 lead for Paola on top of Baldwin. The halftime show is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. If you're looking for a personal service from a local agent with a great company, then Kelly Neufeld is your guy. Give him a call at 785-594-1055. Kelly and his team are proud supporters of the Baldwin Bulldogs, and they'd love to support you in your financial future as well. Go see them downtown in Baldwin City or visit with them and visit with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it. 29-22, our halftime score as the Paola Panthers hold the 7-point lead. Same margin they led at the end of the first quarter. It was a slow start offensively for really both teams. Paola then got things rolling, opened up a 10-point lead late in the first quarter before Caleb Carr buried a 3 at the buzzer to close out the first quarter and trimmed that lead back down to 7 into the second quarter. And then both teams scored 12 points apiece in the second quarter. Once again, Paola had that lead up around that 9-point mark for the majority of the quarter. Baldwin, though, continued to make push back every time it got to that 8-9-point margin. But unfortunately, the Bulldogs just a lot of missed opportunities down on the offensive end. They had a lot of bunnies down there that they missed. And some of that credit to the length of the Paola defense, making some of those what maybe appear to be easier shots tougher than they appear to be because of that defensive length. We did see a couple of blocked shots from the Panthers, but I think the Bulldogs will tell you as well, there's several of those length or no length defensive they got to make. And especially in a game like this on the road against the Paola team that is expected to be improved from a year ago. And right now they lead it by 7. And Baldwin defensively, luckily keeping them in this ballgame. 8 or make that 9 forced turnovers by the Bulldogs. The one part of the defensive side that hasn't been great is the rebounding. And again, that's some of that just the length. Paola, a bigger team, and they have shown that on the offensive glass. They have won the offensive boards for sure. And because of that, some second chance opportunities converted by the Panthers to help give them what is a 7-point halftime lead. 29-22. That's our score here at the break. Paola on top of Baldwin. I'll run down all the first half numbers for you when we come back here on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Halftime here in Paola, 29-22. The Paola Panthers on top of the Baldwin Bulldogs here on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Let's check the first half numbers for you. Paola right now doubling up the Bulldogs on the rebounding front. 12-6 advantage for Paola on the glass. The Panthers with 5 assists on 12 made buckets. Baldwin just 2 assists on 8 made field goals. Both teams have connected twice from downtown. Turnovers pretty even as well. The Baldwin Bulldogs have turned it over 8 times. Paola turned it over 9 times in the first half. Paola going 3 of 5 at the line. Baldwin 4 out of 4 at the free throw line. Trey Moala leads the Panthers with 10 first half points. Caden Markham has 7. Logan Newkirk with 5. 3 points from Caden Ramey. 2 out of Dalton Pysick, and 1 point apiece from Aiden Morris and Carson Bame. Moala and Markham each with 4 rebounds to lead the way for the Panthers. And Aiden Morris and Trey Moala each have 2 assists to lead the Panthers there. For the Bulldogs, it's Caleb Carr leading the way with 13 first half points from Carr, including a perfect 4 of 4 at the free throw line. He has a couple of rebounds and an assist, along with a handful of steals as well. So a very good first half from Caleb Carr. Cole Mahaffey, 4 points for the Bulldogs. 2 points from Sam Darnell, 3 points from Joey Zembecki. The Bulldogs' leading rebounder in that first half was Carr and Prather, who each have 2 rebounds apiece. Mahaffey and Carr each with 1 assist to lead the way for the Bulldogs there. But the Baldwin Bulldogs trail 29-22 here at halftime as they will look to overcome that 7-point halftime deficit. They've kept it close throughout. The largest deficit has been 10, but they have not been able to take a lead since early on when they were up 4-3 on the Panthers in the opening minutes of this ball game. They have lost 11 of the last 14 against 11 of the last 12, I should say, since 2014 against the Paola Panthers, and they've got their work cut out for them tonight, trying to overcome a 7-point halftime deficit, but certainly right in this ball game still through one half of basketball. After last year they lost by 28 on opening night to the Panthers. This one doesn't have the feel of a game that's going to get to that type of a mark. Halftime show is brought to you by your Farm Bureau Financial Services agent in Baldwin City, Kelly Neufeld, there to help you protect what matters most. That's Kelly and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting and see how Kelly Neufeld and his team can help you achieve your financial goals, both present and future. It's your future. Let's protect it at Farm Bureau Financial Services. We will start the second half right after this. 29-22, Paola leads Baldwin through one half here on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health. With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
We start the second half, 29-22. Paola on top of Baldwin. The Bulldogs will start the half with Zembecki, Carr, Prather, Mahaffey, and Darnell. They're starting five, and for the Panthers, it's Morris, Newkirk, Markham, Moala, and Ramey. The same starting five as well for Paola. Baldwin controls it to start the half. Carr sets it up for Prather, who finishes. Second assist for Caleb Carr to go along with a team-high 13 points as Prather gets his first bucket of the game, and it's 29-24. Baldwin led 2-0 and 4-3. But Paola took a 6-4 lead. They've led throughout since. Moala enters it down to Ramey. Able to answer the Baldwin bucket with a quick 2 points right back the other way for Paola. 31-24 Panthers. Carr pulls up off the dribble for three, but it's an air ball that goes out of bounds. Prather giving an effort to try to save it, but it had already bounced on the end line.
Way too early in the offense to take that shot.
7-point lead for Paola. They led by 7 after 1, by 7 after 2, and now by 7 here early in the third as Newkirk floats one up and gets it to rattle home. 9-point game. Here's Darnell on the mid-post. Mahaffey working against Moala. Tough shot over top of him, but swishes it in. First basket since the first quarter for Cole Mahaffey, who has 6 for the ball game. But Moala went right around him that time, and then a foul committed by the secondary defender coming over to try to help out Mahaffey. Looked like Prather, and that is his third. 2 shots coming up for Trey Moala. Did not go to the line in the first half, and his first trip there in the second half results in a miss. Just 3 for 6 now with the Panthers at the line. Eight-point game, 6.5 to go in the third quarter. Carr pulls up just inside of the foul line, but off the mark. And it's Caden Markham with the rebound. Moala, tough pull up, 16 feet out, drills it over top of Mahaffey. 13 from Moala, matches Caleb Carr for the game high. And it's back to a 10-point lead for Paola. The 10-point margin is the biggest it's been so far tonight. It was 10 for a brief moment at the end of the first quarter. Back there now as Mahaffey works inside and back-to-back trips down the floor. Mahaffey scores 36-28 with under 6 to play in the third. Newkirk from the corner off the feed by Moana buries an open three. Timeout Paola, 39-28. As the Panthers have taken an 11-point lead on the second three ball of the game from Logan Newkirk. Tomorrow night in Baldwin is the Festival of Lights. Full day of fun in downtown Baldwin. The Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce would love to see you out in downtown Baldwin. It all culminates with the 6 o'clock Festival of Lights parade. The mayor's tree lighting, caroling, pictures with Santa, a fireworks display will all cap off the annual Baldwin City Festival of Lights tomorrow night in downtown Baldwin. An 11-point Paola lead now after Newkirk 3. It's their largest of the ball game. Baldwin has been able to keep this game close throughout despite some offensive troubles in that first half scoring inside. But here in the second half, it's been a little better down there for the Bulldogs. Unfortunately, Paola has just been as smooth, if not a little smoother on their side. Zembecki on the right wing. Had it on line, but left it short. Markham clears it for the Panthers. Collision between Markham and Carr. They call the foul on Caleb Carr, and that is his third. It puts Caden Markham back at the free throw line for Paola. They call it in the act of the shot, so 2 free throws coming up for Markham. Strong showing in the season opener for the senior Caden Markham. 7 points, 6 rebounds. The 6 rebounds leads the way tonight for Paola, and for all players for that matter. And he's perfect on the 2 foul shots. 41-28 Paola. 5.5 to play, third quarter. Carr the drive, lost the handle, and it's taken away by Paola. Pass behind Moala. It slowed him up, didn't have the lane to the basket after he had to reach behind him for it. Swing it back around Newkirk. Long rebound to Carr, chance to run for the Bulldogs. Floater by Caleb Carr is rattled in. 11-point game with 4:40 to play in the third. Inside to Ramey. Quick ball movement, comes back out to Moala, right down the center of the paint, missed the finger roll, rebounded by Statham, and here come the Bulldogs again. This time it's Zembecki trying to go coast to coast, but he's stripped by Morris. Newkirk all the way to the cup, lays it in. Newkirk along with Moala both into double figures in this game, and it's a 13-point lead for Paola with 4:10 left to play in the third. Statham got hacked on the arm that time. It's the first foul of the half, charged to Paola. It's called on Logan Newkirk, his third personal. He'll go out along with Caden Ramey. Back in comes Dalton Pysick and Carson Bain. Tristan Capel has re-entered the Bulldog lineup as well. And Baldwin turns it over. Carr able to get it right back though. Carr around Bain. Quickly back out to Mahaffey. Now Carr in the corner. Stripped by Bain, another Baldwin turnover, their 12th of the game. And given right back with the 11th turnover by Paola. Mahaffey glides in and scores it for Baldwin. Timeout Bulldogs, 3:26 to go in the third, 43-32. Paola leads it by 11 here on Baldwin Sports Live.
Insurance agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
.326 to play, third quarter. Paola by 11, 43-32 as we welcome back here on Baldwin Sports Live into Paola High School. First of a full season of hoops here on Baldwin Sports Live. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go to baldwinsportslive.com to see the full winter broadcast schedule. Game subject to change, but that should be pretty much what you got there. And we'll be back on the air Tuesday night when the Bulldogs have their home opener against Anderson County. 6 o'clock for the girls' game, the boys to follow right here on Baldwin Sports Live. 3:20 and counting left to play in the third. An 11-point Paola lead as the Panthers have traded turnovers the last couple of times with the Bulldogs. Markham pulls up from the elbow and knocks it down. 3 Panthers into double figures now. 13 from Paola, 12 from Newkirk, and 11 from Caden Markham. And the lead is 13 for Paola with under 3 to go in the third. Bulldogs having a tough time getting it inside this zone defense of Paola with that length. Capel in the corner. Deflected out by Morris. Baldwin keeps it with 2:36 left in the quarter. Zembecki and Nye come back in. Pass deflected and stolen by Morris. Bame will just stop and gather after he was having a tough time finding the handle. Blocking foul on Zembecki. His first, team's third. 2:15 to play in the third. 45-32. Paola lead. Led by 7 at halftime, and they've been able to creep that lead up a little bit further and further in this third quarter. After leading by double digits on just one brief occasion at the end of the first quarter in that first half. Markham's left all alone, unable to knock down the 3, but another offensive rebound. Pysick can't capitalize on the second chance, then commits the foul. Second team foul. It's also the the third personal foul on Dalton Pysick. So with 2:08 left in the third quarter, the Bulldogs get it back down by 13. Ramey returns for Pysick in the Paola lineup. Mahaffey brings it up. Carr coming up in the backcourt with him. They have combined for 25 of the 32 for the Bulldogs in this game. 15 from Carr and 10 from Mahaffey. Mahaffey's runner spins out and Moala clears for Paola. Morris, short with a 3, Nye the rebound, but then turns it over on the outlet, and Bame did not score. I thought that ball was easily going in, and it somehow popped back out of there for Carson Bame. But he will have a chance at the free throw line after the foul is called on Ryder Nye. Bame 1 out of 2 at the line of the game, just 1 point on the night. No rebounds, no assists for Carson Bame off of the bench. Snaps the cord on the free throw there. the 15-point lead, the largest of the night for Paola. So make that back down to a 14-point lead as, well, they haven't changed the scoreboard. It looks like did they wave it off? No, that's Carr for 2. Looks like they might have called a lane violation. But as it is right now, 47-34. Bame right back for 2 more. Carr runs into traffic, kicks it out to Nye in the corner, and is partially blocked by Ramey. Long pass up to Morris, and I was going to say might have got away with the travel, but the official comes in from behind with the call as Morris took an extra little step there trying to gather himself after making the catch to go up for the layup. Nye checks out, back in comes Prather for Baldwin. 49-34. The Bulldogs down by 15. It's the largest deficit they faced in this game. They've been able to stay in the game, but yet just a little too far away to make the Panthers feel too threatened. But Caleb Carr will help the cause there. He's now put up 20 points in this season opener with his second three-pointer to make it 49-37. A stop defensively. Prather the rebound. Bulldogs have to double up on buckets now, and the Happy's corner three, a good look, doesn't go. Darnell, though, with an offensive rebound, gives him another chance. 10 seconds left in the quarters, and Becky fires up a three. Markham the rebound with just a couple of seconds left. Moala pulls up from way downtown, 30 feet away, and he banks it in for Paola. A back-breaking type shot right there from Trey Moala, the 30-footer at the buzzer to make it 52-37, heading to the fourth here on Baldwin Sports Live.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient to caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
So 51-37. You see the score now is 52-37 when we went to the break, but I thought they had called a lane violation on that second free throw by Carson Bame. They corrected that there during the quarter break, and that point that was on the board from what they thought was 2 free throws by Bame was taken off on that lane violation. So that's where you get the 51-37. It's a 14-point lead for Paola as we start the fourth quarter. A foul on that baseline drive by Sanders against the Bulldogs. That is Baldwin's 4th team foul. Personal foul is charged to Devin Prather. That's his 4th. A turnover on the inbound play. A steal for Mahaffey. Bulldogs down 14 here in the fourth quarter. It's not a have to score every possession type of a game, but it's certainly one where the Bulldogs need to convert more often than not, and that is not going to help as they turn it over. Seven and a half to play. Newkirk fires it up in the corner. Swishes home another three-pointer. That's his third of the game. And Newkirk has really been a big lift from beyond the arc for this Panther team. Last year averaged 1 point per game. He has 15 here on opening night to start his senior season. Zembecki's three misfired. Rebounded by Ramey, who taps the board to himself. It's a 17-point Paola lead, their largest in the ball game, with under 7 minutes to play in the ball game. A 7-point game at halftime, but Paola has outscored Baldwin 25 to 15 in this second half, or 25 to 17 in this second half. In comes Ian Rimmer again for Baldwin. Outside to Feldman. Foul is called on Sanders as he is called for too much body into the back of the Bulldog defender on that rebound. First foul on Sanders, third charge to Paola. 6:38 left to go in the fourth quarter. Baldwin down by 17. Caleb Carr has had a fine night with 20 points for the Bulldogs. Trying to get this offense going for the Dogs late. Rimmer from the corner. Ramey around Darnell. Short corner to Feldman, and back around it comes. Paola obviously in not a big hurry. They lead by 17, under 6 minutes to go. And they're going to wait until they get a great shot. And why wouldn't you? Baldwin has forced 13 turnovers out of Paola in this game. That's a foul apparently on Darnell. Looked like a pretty good defensive play by Sam Darnell. But instead he picks up his third personal foul and sends Caden Ramey to the line for 2 shots. Ramey 1 of 1 at the free throw line of the game. 5 points, a couple of rebounds for the senior. Paola returns along with Markham. For Paola, who leads by 18 now with 5:39 to go. Ramey out, Pysick back in. As Paola leads 56-37. Carr brings it up here for the Bulldogs. 20 points, pair of assists for Carr. Mahaffey in double figures with 10 tonight. Been tough going for the rest of the squad offensively. Nobody else with more than 3. Newkirk returns, replacing Sanders for Paola. 5.5 to play. Carr pulls up off the dribble and drills another 3. That's 23 now from Caleb Carr, his third triple, and it's 56-40. Newkirk fading away on the baseline. Rebounded by Zembecki. And then Zembecki, an ill-advised pass way up the floor right into the waiting arms of the Paola defense. Caden Markham with a steal, forcing the 15th Baldwin turnover. And after a quick shot last time down for Paola, they're going to take some air out of the ball this time. Markham gets left alone up at the top of the key. 3 rims out, but Pysick is there for another Panther offensive rebound. Make it 2 offensive points for Pysick. And a foul on Mahaffey will put him at the line for 2 shots. Second foul on Mahaffey. 2 free throws here for Dalton Pysick. Just 2 points in the game, but 4 boards for Pysick. So that time, the second and third chance doesn't cost the Bulldogs anything. Carr back to work. He goes and splits the defenders for the lay-in. 25 from Caleb Carr. 56-42. A little more than 4 to go. Still time here for the Bulldogs. Newkirk spins out on him, but Pysick alertly tipped it back out to Moala. Markham alone for 3. Another tap out. This time Zimbecki runs it down though for Baldwin. Coast to coast, missed the layup. Markham the rebound for Paola. Stays a 14-point deficit. Another one of those opportunities that Baldwin's going to look back on and just shake their head. Man, if we only could have had this, only could have had that. As Pysick converts underneath for Paola, they get 58-42. Carr, tough pull-up 3, but he is feeling it now. Caleb Carr with 28 on his 4th triple. 13-point game with 3:20 to go. Backdoor cut to Markham for a 2-handed flush. A timeout taken by Paola after Caden Markham with an exclamation point makes it a 15-point Paola lead. 30-second timeout taken by the Panthers. A chance for us to tell you once again about Rice Precision Manufacturing, a fast-growing family-owned company right there in Baldwin City, Who specializes in CNC machining and fabrication of parts and components, along with assemblies for a vast array of industries. Email the sales team at sales@riceprecision.com to get more information on how they might be able to assist you with your manufacturing project needs. So Caden Markham with 13 after that last slam. He and Moala and Newkirk all in double figures for the Panthers. They have had a few more options offensively to spread the wealth. Meanwhile, for Baldwin, it's been all Mahaffey and Carr pretty much on offense. Those two have combined for 38 of their 45. Carr doing the majority of that with 28 himself. Sets up Zimbecki for a good look there, but again, it just does not fall for anybody who's not wearing 13 in purple pretty much tonight. Moala stops and misses from close in the middle of the paint. Last touched by Caleb Carr. It stays with Paola. 2:38 to go. Pass lobbed out to Newkirk near the midcourt stripe. And then a blocking foul called on Caleb Carr. And that is Caleb's 4th. So to the line goes Logan Newkirk, 1-1. Rattles in the first. Can't get the rattle on the second one. Out of bounds to Baldwin. 2.5 to go. Baldwin down 16 still. Now they are in that kind of have to score every time down type of a mentality as Moala boards up the miss on the Carr three. Running out of possessions at this point for Baldwin, who have played a pretty good game here tonight, all things considered. They've done a lot of things well. They've just unfortunately missed on some opportunities, turned it over a few too many times, and just have not been able to get over the hump. Back when they were really in the game, making their push, would go from that 7, 8, 9 point margin. They get it back down to 4 or 5, but just never able to completely turn the corner on them. Newkirk, runner rims out, rebounded by Mahaffey for Baldwin. But the Bulldogs down to 1:40 to go. Carr takes the contact. The foul is called on Markham, and it puts Caleb Carr at the line for 2 shots. Well, Carr has certainly been a very big bright spot here on opening night for the Bulldogs. 28 points, a couple of assists, and 3 rebounds. And really, in all fairness to Caleb, the 2 assists is really quite low for what it should be, because he has put his teammates in possession to have several more of those assists. But unfortunately, there's just been a lid on the bucket for everybody pretty much outside of Carr and Spurts Mahaffey. He has played a very good ball game, has Carr. And he's a perfect 6 of 6 at the free throw line. 30 points here on opening night for Caleb Carr. But the Bulldogs trail by 14 with 1.5 to go. Run a trap at Moala. Able to get rid of it. Nice little give and go. Ramey got it right back to Bain, who set him up initially, and it's back to a 16-point lead. Carr quickly pulls up 15 feet out, and he draws another foul. Back to the line goes Caleb Carr for the Bulldogs. And it's on Caden Ramey. First personal on Ramey, to the stripe. Caleb Carr, 6 of 6 at the line. 30 points tonight from Caleb Carr. Averaged 8 per game last year as a sophomore. And has shown that he is certainly going to be a big cog in this Baldwin attack this year, which we knew. I mean, that was no secret. But I don't know that anybody saw 32 points on opening night out of Carr. Now the foul committed by Caleb, and that will actually foul him out of the game. So his tally is going to end at 32 tonight. So Carr fouls out with 58 seconds to go. 32 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists in this game for Carr, and he gets a nice ovation from the Baldwin crowd that's made the way down here to Baldwin, or to Paola tonight, to support the Bulldogs. Tristan Capel comes into the game for him. It's Caden Markham who's back at the line now. Pair of free throws there for Caden Markham. 15 points in the game for Markham. 16-point lead for Paola. Zembecki on the baseline. Moala is 1 rebound shy of a double-double here on opening night. 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists for Trey Moala. Big-time game from their first-team All-League star from last year, and he has been that again tonight. He hasn't had to just do everything offensively in the scoring department. He's gotten some nice help from Logan Newkirk, Caden Markham. And he hasn't had to be the guy that scores 30-plus like we've seen Caleb Carr have to do for Baldwin tonight. But a really fine all-around game tonight from Moala, who's now fouled by Mahaffey with 13 seconds left. So that'll give Moala a chance to just pad the numbers a little bit more here. The Panthers were content to just dribble out the clock, but Paola at the line for 2 shots. So with that, he now separates from Newkirk as the team's leading scorer tonight. They had each scored 16. It looked like that was going to be the final tally for him, but a unforeseen opportunity at the line. He goes 1 of 2, ends the game with 17 points, assuming that the game will end here in the last 7 seconds now, and Baldwin doesn't foul again at 66-49. So the Panthers much closer than it was last year on opening night, but in the end, the result in the win-loss column the same as they defeat the Baldwin Bulldogs tonight, 66-49 your final. Paola starts 1-0 and drops the Bulldogs to 0-1 to start the 2021-22 season. We're back to wrap things up for you on the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show coming up right after this on Baldwin Sports Live.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family. Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome into the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show. Final score tonight, Paola 66, Baldwin 49. It's a 17-point opening night victory for the Paola Panthers to start 1-0. They will remain home for the Paola tournament coming up this next week. 3 more games next week for the Panthers against Perry-Lecompton, Wellsville, and Fort Scott. For the Baldwin Bulldogs, they will get their home opener next Tuesday night when they host Anderson County, and will look to bounce back from this season opening loss and get into the win column hopefully in their home opener of this 2021-22 season. Well, Paola tonight plus 18 on the glass. That was one of the big difference makers in this game. The Panthers just dominating on the rebounding totals in this one. And unfortunately for Baldwin, that was a lot of second chance opportunities that they gave away, and the Panthers able to take advantage of those. The Bulldogs also turned it over 15 times in this contest. Paola turned it over just 13 times. It's only 4 second-half turnovers for Paola. So they actually had 1 more turnover in the first half than Baldwin, but cleaned it up in the second half, coupled with the offensive rebounds, and they were able to pull away to the victory in this game tonight, winning it by 17 after it was a single-digit margin for the majority of this contest. The Panthers had 3 guys in double figures in this game, led by Trey Mawala, who had 17, Logan Newkirk with 16, Caden Markham with 15, but they had contributions elsewhere also, as Caden Ramey had 7, Carson Bain with 6, 4 points from Dalton Pysick, and 1 from Aiden Morris to round out the scoring for the Panthers tonight. Mawala led the team with 9 rebounds. He ends up just 1 rebound shy of a double-double tonight. Markham had 8 boards for the Panthers, and Pysick pulled down 5 rebounds. Mawala also led the team with 5 assists tonight. So a big opening night effort from Trey Mawala, 17, 9, and 5 to lead the team in all 3 categories for the Panthers. For the Baldwin Bulldogs, a huge opener for Caleb Carr. 32 points in this one for Carr, as he was great really from start to finish for the Bulldogs. 32 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, as he, like Paola, led or tied the team lead in all 3 categories tonight. By far led the team in scoring, more than 3 times the points of anybody else. Tied the team lead in rebounds and had the team lead in assists tonight. So big game from Caleb Carr, a 32-point effort from him. Cole Mahaffey, 10 points tonight for the Bulldogs, but he had 2 good quarters offensively and 2 not-so-good quarters offensively. Scored all 10 of his points in the first and third quarter. Did not score at all in the second and fourth quarter. And not that you're going to get 32 every night from Caleb Carr. You certainly would like to get 32 every night from him, but they're going to need Carr and Mahaffey to both shoulder the majority of the scoring load. And I suppose in one sense you could say, well, if they could combine for 42 points a night between that 2, you'd probably take that, and that's ultimately what they did tonight. But hopefully a little more balance between the 2, and if you can maybe even improve on a 42-point combined effort. But Carr, great tonight. Mahaffey, 10 points. The 2 guys in double figures. Nobody else with more than 3. 3 points from Joey Zimbecki, 2 points from Sam Darnell, and 2 points from Devin Prather. That's it for the scoring for the Bulldogs. Carr, Zimbecki, Mahaffey, and Prather all tied for the team lead in rebounding tonight, each with 3, and the 2 assists by Caleb Carr led the way there for the Bulldogs. 66-49, the final. We'll wrap things up right after this here on the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show.
When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health.
We welcome you back inside Paola High School one final time here this evening. 66-49 the final score as the Paola Panthers defeat the Baldwin Bulldogs here on opening night. Despite a 32-point effort from Caleb Carr, the Bulldogs dropped 0-1. Earlier tonight it was a Panther victory as well. Paola on the girls' side defeating Baldwin 58-54. The final in our girls' game, despite career nights from both Carly Neufeld and Alyssa Reichert, who had 24 and 16 points respectively for the Bulldogs. But it was a night for the Panthers on both fronts. A 58-54 win for the girls, a 66-49 win for the boys over Baldwin. We're back on the air Tuesday evening this next week for the home opener for the Bulldogs as they host Anderson County. The girls' game tips at 6. Will be on the air around 5:40, and the boys' game will follow right here on Baldwin Sports Live. Thanks so much for joining us here on opening night for basketball season on Baldwin Sports Live. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the Facebook page so you never miss out on any of our upcoming broadcasts. You can find the full schedule at baldwinsportslive.com. I'm Bryce Kessler saying good night from Paola, where the Panthers win both the girls and boys games here on opening night over the Bulldogs.
You've been watching the Baldwin Bulldogs on Baldwin Sports Live. Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Baldwin State Bank, Heartland Plumbing, Family Medicine of Baldwin City, Morningstar Care Homes, Trindle Lumber Company, State Farm Agent Cody Anno, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Rice Precision Manufacturing, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, Elite Chiropractic, the Lumberyard Arts Center, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. Visit BaldwinSportsLive.com for the schedule of upcoming broadcasts on your home for the Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live.